What's up, gang? By gang, I mean Turning Cog, who just came for first and then is now gone. Oh, Adder is here. Never mind. Actual gang. Let's go. I went on vacation. Brightside maintained a streak even on a different continent. Homie earned the streak crown. Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. Yo, there he is. Yep, you're dude. Brightside is representing the streak crown. Let's go. The legend, the man, the myth, the underwater champion, chopping up all the fish. I saw you messing around with those pipes yesterday. Yeah, what's your count, dude? You were at like 56 yesterday? 55? 56 today. Let's go. Thank you, bro. Have we even done fuck, how many streams have we done? 100 something.
Yeah.
Some kind of 100.
I mean, we're at 61 since what, November?
Yeah. And we're going in, this is year 3, right? Yeah, this is year 3.
Yeah. Early year 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good consideration, Adder. Like, Brightside, do you have a plan? No, dude, he's going to go all the way to 420. Right?
So you can actually watch a VOD to save the streak. I used some of my eSIM data to catch you guys while I was literally at the Leaning Tower.
My goat. Thank you, dude.
Debated whether you were just, doing a bit, but that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we literally thought you were just shit posting about like actual pizza or something.
We appreciate the commitment.
Okay, is this good now? All right, what the fuck?
What was wrong?
Dude, the mic, remember when you guys were saying it was underwater? I think there's a problem with the connector on the bottom of this, Tony. It popped up a thing and said like you have no audio device connected, and then it like flickered several times, like it was disconnecting, reconnecting.
I want to get a new cable.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably the cable.
Yeah, I'd start there.
I'm gonna mess with it a second, guys.
Does this mean I can write the trip off? Explain to me how you would justify that to the IRS as a business expense, and then I'll tell you yes or no.
What do you mean? You just write it off, Tony? Is he Schitt's Creek posting right now? I think he is. You just write it off. What are you talking about? Yeah, Adder's like, absolutely. You can just write it off, bro. Dude, that's so good. I'm glad you have secret technology to maintain the streak. That's amazing. The fucking eSIM data, dude. That was wild. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the support. Oh, do I have? Where's my audio coming from? Was that you, Tony? I heard some crickets. I don't know if it was coming through your mic. Could be me.
No,
it might be.
I mean, I was playing the game, so
yeah, you're good. I'm just.
Yeah,
I don't know. It didn't bother me. Yeah, it didn't bother me. Are you guys? Is audio fine, guys? Now I'm like paranoid because the mic just did a bunch of weird shit. Are we good?
You sound good to me.
Good.
Yeah. I don't see any weirdness.
Oh fuck, Adder, dude! Wait, Adder's onto something. He went to Italy. He makes games about pizza.
There you go.
Business trip, dude. Business trip. That was research, not tax advice. I am memeing. I wanted to do some pizza research. Yeah, exactly, bro. You know what it is. Did you get any pizza out there?
Yeah, you live pretty close to New York, and now you've gone to Italy. Like, what's the pizza breakdown? Do you have like some game-changing stuff?
Yeah, actually, that's good. That's a good question, Tony. Turning Cog, what are you talking about? I don't know if it's fine. I've been watching the numbers, Yo-Yo. What are you? Do you have like? Are the numbers in the room with you right now? I mean, in the room with us? Adder said hit him up for any IRS questions. Yo, don't do that. That's legal liability, brother. Unless you're licensed. If you're licensed, you're fine, I think.
You think the I always think about this. Like, do you think the IRS gets like more or less scary in the age of AI? Because there's always been this like kind of like conspiracy theory that I think a lot of people have, where like the IRS just has like so much to deal with that like generally the average person is like never going to end up on their radar. But now, give them a supercomputer. I don't know.
I mean, you're making me want to say a bunch of stuff that I don't want to say on stream.
I wasn't trying to go there, but just like,
well, immediately my brain is like, taxation is theft, and I'm like, stop, chill out.
Oh yeah. I mean, like this isn't pro IRS. This is generally me being like a little more worried about it, because like I just dealing with taxes and the IRS I find like extremely stressful and like kind of difficult, and like I think there's going to be some amount of it that like becomes easier for people, of course, because you have AI to like maybe help you do your taxes. But like, what about all of the stuff that happened before that like all of a sudden now they can like come through real easy and stuff? Like, I don't know. That seems kind of scary to me. But
I agree with you. I think I'm going to interrupt myself real quick. What's up, Oculus? Thank you for coming through. Good man of quality as well.
Welcome to the IRS conspiracy theory stream.
Yeah. So I think you're right about that, because it's been for a very long time. So if you guys recall, or if you've ever worked like a service related job where you're tipped, there's been a decades long push for the government to force employers to report tips for tax purposes, because someone somewhere did some math and went, wait a minute, we're sleeping on like, a
couple $billion a year.
Yeah, $80 million every fucking 6 months or something like that. And so it's fucking bullshit. But anyway, yes, I would assume that with AI tools, there's, the only thing that will save us from that though is the bureaucracy. Like stopping them from doing that, making the process take a really long time before they can do it. Like that's what will save us. So the slow moving government, potentially someone will get ahead of it and introduce legislature that bans it so that they can't do it. Who fucking knows?
Yeah. Just again, like something I think about sometimes, I guess,
legislation. I mean, my wife pointed that out to me the other day. I often interchangeably say legislation and legislature, and the legislature is the body that makes the law. The legislation is the law itself. My schedule's been all over the place, but we're wrangling it. Fuck yeah, dude. You got a lasso? Retroactive taxes and fees, dude. Stop, Brightside. That is so frustrating. Adder, you dropped your eggplant? What, bro? Thanks, man. Doing well. Need to clone myself, but it's all good. Hell yeah. That's why Tony and I are partners, bro. We've got multiple brains, multiple appendages. We do the work of two people.
At peak efficiency.
Yeah, I don't know if it improves efficiency.
Sometimes it might be, the work of one person combined, but it's fine.
Tony, you had life-changing pizza in New York?
I definitely have had some insane pizza when I was in New York. Yeah.
Do you remember the spot?
I mean, like most of them were good, to be honest. Like a lot of the time we didn't like seek one out. It was like we were walking around and you see a spot in the corner and you're just like, let's try that one this time. And like almost never had a bad one. I know we went to the one that's like in Spider-Man, which like we had to go there because it's like a big touristy one. That was like fine. It wasn't the best one we had by any means. So it was pretty good. I think that one's called like Joe's.
Did you see Adder's post, Ruby Rosa, if you're ever in NYC, best of the best?
Keep that in mind, yeah, absolutely.
He said he's been to 80 plus pizza spots when he worked in Manhattan. Ruby Rosa is absolutely the best Italian in the city.
Good to know. Good to know.
Who do you think you are? I am. Oh, that's amazing. Brightside, you're fucking funny, dude. You got me with that Adder. You dropped your eggplant, dude. Bro, that's so good. Oh shit, you guys are fucking silly gooses, man. Not geese, gooses. So guys, we got to talk about it. Destiny 2 is no longer getting any content updates. They announced it just before stream. Destiny 2 is dead. So they're not shutting the game off. They haven't announced that they're doing that. But oh boy. I don't like looking at LinkedIn, and like there's a part of me that wants to go look at it, but oh boy, I do not want to look at it. No Oculus, no Destiny 3. They're just saying no more D2. Did Marathon kill the whole thing? I don't think so, dude. So Marathon, I should actually see. I should check. I want to see what the numbers are like. I haven't looked in a little while. Marathon Steam charts. Let's go here. Where are we? Hopefully it's looking better. I mean, they're kind of holding steady at about 10K. But if we're talking about like 2 to 3 weeks ago, they were kind of floating around like 15K, 20K. So they're kind of on a steady bleed, which is to be expected with an extraction shooter. And as they get close to the seasonal reset, then that's going to be the real bellwether, right? Is if they pull back, let's see what their peak was at, like 80K, something like that, 88K, and that was after launch. And this is, bear in mind, guys, this is just concurrency. So concurrency means players logged in playing the game. That's not sales. That's not, the whole product and how many units have moved or anything like that. So this is just on Steam. This is how many people are playing at the same time. And the peak number was 88K. So at the same time playing right now, the 48-hour peak was like 12K, just under 12K. Right now they're under 10K, like 9.5K. So that's not a good sign. But like I said, when the seasonal reset happens in a week or 2 weeks, something like that, 2.5 weeks, that's when we should see a bump back up. If it gets to 80K or above 80K, that's a very good sign. If it does not, that's a bad sign. So if it gets to like 70K, that's still a good sign. That means they have a dedicated player base, but they need that number to keep going up. Like every seasonal reset, they need to get more people in playing. So I don't know if they're going to do it. But Marathon is kind of the main, cash cow for the studio right now. What the fuck's a green banner, huh? Handfuls of Bungie employees already green banner on LinkedIn. I mean, Adder, for what it's worth, like, I'm pretty sure I was green banner on LinkedIn when I was using that shit all the time, regardless of whether or not I had a job. Like, like keeping the green banner being open to work is just a good idea in this industry. Green banner used to be a back-end thing for paid recruiter hiring manager accounts. People started adding it to the profile for more job market exposure. Yes. Yeah, they made it like a more forward feature, but yeah, as soon as I got that, I just like turned it on and left it on. I think I turned it off when I did Fractal Grove stuff because I was like, I don't want people hitting me up anymore. I don't know if you'd call it lore turning, Cog, but you're welcome. It's not necessarily a new project. So like, this is the thing. There's always, this, like, I think we've talked about it plenty of times, but when you're making video games, like you have, especially in a studio that does live service, they usually make that live service game and they have like a team that built the game that launched it. And then there's a chunk of that team that rolls on to supporting the live service. And the rest of the team is working on future content updates or another title. That's very normal. So you could extrapolate here that the Bungie development team has been working on other prototypes and other things. Marathon was one of those, and then they released Marathon. So if they've been doing things correctly or in a good way for the future of their business, they've got some other things that they've been cooking for a while too. So who knows? But this is it's about to be some dark days. I imagine we're going to get a lot of rumors and conversations around what it was like to work on Destiny, and lots of people being let go very suddenly and shit like that. It's the only way studios of that size survive. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully they got a Halo killer. I'm pretty sure Halo Studios is the Halo killer, turning cog. They've done just fine murdering that franchise on their own. I'm not even being glib. It's like, it's real. They really have. The Halo community is in shambles. I didn't think it was that bad. And then I started talking to some of my bros who play a lot of Halo, and they were like, nah, dude, this shit sucks. And then I started looking at numbers, and like Halo numbers are real bad, even in the competitive scene. So I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure HCS is dead. HCS was the pro circuit, spawned out of MLG and all that stuff. That's the genesis of esports. That's really where it all started. So yeah. Here's the thing, guys. We just need some new shit. We need something like Mortal Shell 2, We need Death Stranding. We just need new IPs. So hopefully with the advent of like AI tools and stuff like that, it'll be easier for AAA studios to make new IPs, because that roll-up process carries a huge amount of fucking risk. It's very difficult to build a new IP. We've seen some really big IPs. This is a great example, guys. Marathon is essentially a new IP. Concord was a new IP. Concord just died immediately. High Guard was a new IP, died immediately. It's just the way it goes. Yeah, exactly. You're getting mentioned there, brother. Yep. What's this face, Oculus? Shobek Rage Kai? Okay. Mortal Shell, indeed. It's a WoW streamer? Nice. Are you a current WoW player, or like a former WoW player? I'm a former WoW player. Angry Joe really likes Marathon. I don't know what that is, AAA. WoW streamers do have some of the best emojis. Yeah, I believe that. Classic Andy, thousands of hours of vanilla TBC and Wrath. Me too, bro. I quit at Cataclysm. Yeah. I dual boxed Warlocks for a long time with Alt Tab, no keystroke replication software. Did it in PvP and raids. There was one time where I was not allowed to bring both of my Warlocks on a BWL run, so I only get to bring one of them. So I made a LFG like ad hoc group of randos and raid led Molten Core on one of my Warlocks while I was raiding Blackwing Lair with my guild. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I was a dirty multi-boxer, but not in the way that 5 shaman chain lightning, press one button, blow up a target was. I individually controlled both of my Warlocks at the same time in windowed mode, Alt Tab hotkeys. That's it. Dude, so I'll say this, Adder. It was very, very hard to learn how to do it, but I did it from level 1, and I leveled my characters multi-boxing, and it literally changed the way my brain works. It's fucking crazy. I don't know if it's for the better or the worse, but I've got 2 threads of thought going at all times. Yeah, literally neurologically altered. So when I say this, I did that for years. And you guys know, when you're a WoW player and you're a hardcore raider, that's at least 40 hours a week playing WoW. And so I was just in the thick of it, playing a ton of that, 2 characters at the same time. Like I said, PvP and PvE. PvP was the whole goal. That was the whole reason I did it, because the game was balanced around 1v1s. And so if you were always in a 2v whatever, you were better off. So I did it. My best friend at the time dual boxed Hunters. He was Night Elf Hunters, and he was aimed and shot. And my 2 Warlocks were Death and Coil. So it'd be aim, shot, and Death Coil were and then we would pick up a pocket healer. Someone who was just playing a priest, Disc Priest was the best to PvP with back in the day. WoW taught me how to program. Thanks, Lua. Fuck yeah, dude.
Wallface was MySpace for me.
MySpace taught you how to program?
HTML and CSS.
Yeah, that's
absolutely. Fair. And then, kind of went from there. Adders has been playing with Codex. Pretty sweet. Okay. Tell me more. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Codex, and Claude has some annoying things about it that I've heard Codex does not have, but I also have heard might be changing with Codex. So I've been thinking for a while that I might try it out, though. Just as unfortunate that the barrier to entry is $100 a month subscription.
Oculus, what do you mean you'll be in the blast radius of Classic Plus? So
what's Classic Plus?
They're like, it's funny. They released Classic and then they were like, here's TBC. They're like adding more of the, they're like redoing the whole WoW cycle. It's very weird. Brightside said, damn, $100 for Codex.
Yeah, Codex, you have to pay $100 a month for. Claude, you can get Claude Code, which is kind of the Claude equivalent, for $20 a month, but you're not going to get very far with it. And it's kind of the same deal. You need like $100 a month to really like do a serious amount of work with it. And Claude has the $200 a month plan that a lot of people end up needing to use too. But yeah, like the $20 plan, I've heard people say like they'll go through it in one prompt.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Matter
says not remotely deep enough to give a proper analysis, but I've found that the pragmatic conversation model has been a really dope way to expand my C++ knowledge with no bullshit codex-based research. Do you have like any basis of comparison with like Claude Code or any other tool like that? It's okay if not. I just kind of wonder. Oculus says I pay $100 in order, and I don't hit my weekly limit, but sometimes I hit my session limit. Yeah, I almost hit the weekly limit with Claude last week, and that was really stressful.
Explain yourself, Poker Star Ong. Explain yourself. You're on trial.
Yeah.
You're facing summary execution.
There's not, unlimited $20 expenses. Shit adds up.
Yeah, Brightside is a human infant. And we're not talking about $20 expenses. We're talking about just using AI. Like, that's the pricing models. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, if anything, the conversation about $20 was just about how the Claude $20 plan isn't very good. I don't think anybody was complaining about what it costs. You're just coming in here to talk shit, but
I do find that
open and then probably leave. But yeah,
why not just play Ascension WoW? What's Ascension WoW? AAA. I mean, like I've been way out of fucking WoW forever.
Server that you're not supposed to be playing.
Oh, probably, right, yeah. Right. Okay, so that's like yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
those are the private servers. I remember now. Yeah, I was talking to Shooter about that. I think he was saying he liked it a lot. I know I have to take it all with a grain of salt, but it's been really helpful. I only have similarly surface level experience with Claude, but Claude did write me some solid C++ tools with minimal prompting and minimal bugs. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, it's been revolutionary for us lately. So can't speak highly enough about it.
Yeah, very useful tools. Oculus, I guess Adder too. My favorite time playing WoW was Wrath, and I played a rogue strictly in PvP from like the very first time you can enter PvP. So it's like either level 9 or like level 19. I think it was level 9. But that was the most fun I had, just playing solo, doing nothing with the guild, heirloom rogue. I would deck it out with gear that was appropriate for the level, and I just spam Warsong Gulch, listen to 90s, early 2000s hip hop, rap, stuff like that. It was a fucking good time. Chain smoking cigarettes. I used to level rogues and sell them. Nice, dude. I was a cold blood prep rogue. The only way to fly, dude. Warsong Gulch spammer. Just sit in mid and hit people with distract and sap. It's just the best time ever, man. So fun. And then you hit the /lick/pat macros. I'm spinning up my side solo dev adventure right now, taking things fairly seriously, and been bouncing between all of the AI models and apps before dropping that $20 to $100 a month. That's a really good idea, Adder. And if you want to, Yeah, just ask Tony, man. Tony's been doing this shit since
yeah, hit me up.
21 or 22.
We can have a conversation, and I'll at least tell you how I'm doing it. And,
yeah,
you can decide how you want to go from there. But
don't do what Omni's doing.
Like the high level advice I would give anybody about it is like the tool is probably going to change 5 times in the next year, and you need to kind of build your workflow around that being probably an inevitability. I would say more so than a possibility. So, just and there's a bigger conversation to have, but it's just like you got to move your context tracking and your documentation and stuff just like to a place where whether you're using Claude or you're using Codex or you're using some new thing that we haven't even heard of yet, that it'll still be able to just kind of like pick up where the last thing left off. And there's some fairly easy and like industry standard ways that you can do that, but generally like a tool like Codex or Claude Code or something isn't going to do them by default. It's just going to do kind of whatever its like easy default version is. And I think that's just probably one of the bigger things to be aware of right now. So,
yeah, Adder and Oculus. That was my I guess intervention. My way out of WoW was I sold both of my warlocks for I think it was like $600 each or like $1,000 each because they were all like super end game geared. I just sold both of those, and then I went and bought an Xbox and started playing competitive Halo and shit. So that was how I got out of it, and it was great. I had a good time. Like I said, I came back later because I got one of my accounts back or something. I had 3 accounts at one point, but like I got an account and that was the one that I just put like into the when I was playing Wrath, just playing a rogue. It was a good time. I did play a lot of WoW with my wife back in the day because she was really into it. We raided a little bit. It wasn't a good fit for me because I was like a veteran hardcore raider playing with like a semi-casual Kata raid guild, and there was some friction. So I basically had to put it down after that. Yeah, definitely online crimes. Going to be an inevitability. My brother-in-law, a PhD in software development and research developer, may likely be contributing code. That'll probably be the most interesting part of AI integration, getting this perspective on what's written. Nice, dude. Yeah, Adder always leveling up, bro. That's awesome. Keep growing, brother. Okay, so we were talking about the future of Bungie, which is grim. Yeah, they just announced it, and I wouldn't be shocked, guys, if like people in the studio working on D2 just found out as well. They might have found out early this week. They might have found out on like Monday, or they found out today. They found out with the tweet. That's funny. My sister-in-law stopped wanting to run battlegrounds with me and friends and brother because I was the shot caller, and she was like, "I don't like when Eric yells at us." Dude, that's me 100%. Like I said, I was raid leading Molten Core, and in my guilds, I wasn't the raid leader for Blackwing Lair. That's why I was able to do it. So I was basically like muted most of the time, and I knew my role and everything I had to do in every fight in BWL. So I was just kind of chilling on autopilot, pressing my buttons, hit my damage cycles, and not standing in fire while I was in a different Ventrilo call with I was doing it through text. I think I want to say it was like raid chat, and I was like yelling at these randoms. I'm like Heimlich the caterpillar from Bug's Life. Was he the big chubby guy that wouldn't stop eating stuff?
Yep, he's very German.
Wait, why are you like Heimlich? You just gobbling up all the code? Oh, you're leveling up. I see. You're going to become a beautiful butterfly.
He's turning into a beautiful butterfly.
You're already a beautiful butterfly, Adder. Don't sell yourself short. I was finding rated BGs with pugs. That was stressful enough, bro. Oh man, what's up, Vib? How you doing, brother?
I love all the WoW slang that's getting dropped.
Yeah, sorry guys. If you're not a WoW player, you're probably like, what the fuck are they talking about? And yeah, I apologize. We got deep on WoW. We yelled at a guy in chat who posted a troll comment and then just dipped, so he got scared. Soft.
I want to go chase that guy down and tell him he's an asshole.
I'm not a WoW player. I'm not surprised, Turning Cog. Glad y'all pieced the left field reference together. Yeah, dude. Thank you. That's like me, old man, posting the fucking Blade gif earlier in the chat. AAA says, yeah, Artificial Sky would be happy to talk about it. Yeah, definitely. Like, he and I have talked a bunch about Ascension WoW. That's why I was like, wait, what is that? Because it was familiar to me, but like I didn't remember it. For what it's worth, one of my older homies that like I grew up with, when he was in OIF 3, which is the third deployment cycle for Operation Iraqi Freedom. So, you know, the second invasion of Iraq, at the FOB. No, I don't think it was the FOB. It was at the TOC, something like that. So like a more secure base during occupation. He set up a bunch of private servers so that like soldiers could play WoW on a private server, like on base, which was, I thought it was cool as fuck. And that was what got him into like, you know, quintuple boxing shamans that were all elemental, and then he just spam chain lightning. So yeah, he was the nightmare PvPer for the walled garden WoW servers that were set up for like US military. I appreciate how specific the Anna. Yes. Dude, I'm glad I fucking rang the bat signal over there and tagged you in chat. I'm so glad you're still alive and you're around, Anna. It's so great to see you.
The fucking Kool-Aid Man entry.
Yo, thank you, Anna. She does live. Yes, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Tell us how you are.
Welcome.
And Wixier, what's up with the Pog? Yeah, dude, big Pog. Oh, gifted to Brightside too. Let's go. Yeah, definitely Anna hype, guys. You're doing good, thanks. How's your like extracurricular study or whatever? College is kicking my ass. There we go. Perfect. I was wondering. I was like, how's school going? Thank you for the follow, Wixier. Wixier, what brings you around? Were you just seeing what these boys are yapping about? Dang, blue icon for 24 months. Yup. Anna the goat with the 2-year badge. Let's go. Anna, do you have the oldest sub? I think it's you and Artificial Sky. Gap on. Nice. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So Wix, since you're new, this is kind of our format. We only stream twice a week, Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday we do the morning, 10 a.m. to noon Mountain Time Zone, and on Thursdays, he'll get you in just a second, Vib. But on Thursdays we stream from 2 to 4 Mountain Time. So we're about 30-40 minutes into the stream today. And I usually engage with you guys and yap with chat, talk about a bunch of different things, talk about news from the games industry. But we're a game studio called Fractal Grove. We're working on this game called Dread. That's what you see in the background. Tony's working on PCG neighborhood stuff for our first level. Resub, thank you, Anna. Artificial and Anna are older by 1 to 2 months. Yeah, you guys are very, very close. I know you guys have like the oldest subs. So yeah, I've been a game designer for about 15 years. Worked on a bunch of stuff from mobile, robots, AAA, theme park experience type things for Disney. Shit, I might have said too much actually on that. I did some work for Disney. Let's say that. But yeah, I worked on Destiny 2 for 5 years. If you're familiar with Destiny, I'm the guy that did the Whisper and 0 Hour, among a bunch of other things. I'm an encounter and quest designer, or was when I was at Bungie. Last game I worked on was Return to Moria as a senior/lead designer. Yeah, I've done a bunch of level design and counter design. I'm a game designer. So Tony and I were business partners. We started Fractal Grove in 2023, I think. Something like that, or like we founded the company in 2022 but went full-time in 2023. So this is like our whole thing. We're working on a bunch of games. We took a break from the main game that we were developing in VR called Hyperskate to work on this game called Dread. It's a liminal space psychological horror walking sim. So there's no action. The player is walking. You're experiencing a lot of like crazy spooky stuff. Think Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, The Lost Woods, in like figuring out the puzzle is figuring out the correct path through the maze, right? So that's the whole game. There's a lot of psychological horror themes like The King in Yellow, which was written by Chambers. Hold on, I keep forgetting the guy's name. That was written by Robert Chambers. Yeah. Okay. So the King in Yellow anthology by Robert Chambers. Big inspiration for Dread. Dread is the game that you see in the background right now that Tony's working on. Yeah, we've been working on it since October. We're over the hump of the middle cycle of development. We have all the basic systems in place, and we are basically content authoring and doing all the design of the experience and fleshing all that out at this point. So yeah, team's about 6 people large, and that's kind of the deal. I hope I got you there, Wix. Just catching you up on all the things. Anna, I'm doing good, thanks. College is kicking my ass. I think artificial and anime. Oh, artificial and anime. I'm sorry, I read that as artificial and Anna. I thought you were talking about yourself in the third person. I've been thinking to catch up for a few weeks. Term is finally over this week, so no better time. Hell yeah. Are you playing any games or reading any good books right now, Anna? Tony just gifted me The Thief of Always, which were, I want to say Tony read that for like, research and stuff for Dread. So I'll start reading that. I have been.
I'd be shocked if anybody in chat's heard of that one.
It's a Clive Barker.
Yep.
So I've been sort of like not reading as much lately, but I need to get back out onto my porch and reading more. It makes me feel very happy, and it's good for my mood. Yeah, I was just talking about that, Anna. Yeah, D2. It's ripping pepperinos. Reading for college mostly. Yeah, I understand that. Oh shit, Turning Cog knows it. I love The Thief of Always.
There you go.
Okay, sweet. But yeah, I've been trying to read through Aldous Huxley's Brave New World again. So that's what I was reading lately. But it's written in a very 1930s English vernacular, and I mean English like Britain. So it's got a way about it. But it's a good book. So I could probably set it down and then go crush Thief of Always and then come back in and finish reading that. And then I might get into, I feel kind of torn on this. My wife has been wanting me to read Dungeon Crawler Carl, but I don't know if it's for me. It might be too pulpy. And I want something a little more meaty right now for a book.
What's one you were telling me I should read next? I'm trying to remember last night.
So that is the Coldfire Trilogy by C.S. Friedman.
That's it.
And the first book is Black Sun Rising, I think.
I might have to read House of Leaves before I do anything else, though.
Bro, House of Leaves is fucking spooky.
Just feels like it'd probably be good for Dread. So
yeah, I mean, if you wanted, then you'll understand like Navidson Record and MyHouse.wad a lot more. So like it'll be very.
And I have it, so I could read it.
I want to say it starts getting real weird about halfway through. That's where it starts like kind of just getting very fucking strange.
I saw this meme that was like, I can't read House of Leaves in public because it's got me like flipping it fucking upside down and like doing all this weird shit, and I probably look so crazy.
People are like, does this guy even know how to read books? I'm playing All Will Fall, survival city builder with physics-based 3D. Nice. Let's look at that.
Survival city builder with physics based.
Oh, it's like a Jenga castle looking thing. I mean, that's probably like way too reductive, but interesting. Okay, so as you build, you have to build up because you can't sprawl, and if you like fuck that up, things fall over, I'm guessing. Don't talk about that book anytime you do. The algorithm follows me everywhere. I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry. Me too. Tony, don't stand in the yard smoking squares reading House of Leaves. I mean, no, for real. That was the thing that made me have to stop reading it. I was reading it at night on a smoke break from my job, and I was like by myself in a dimly lit parking lot, like out back behind the office building, reading it. And like the moment that I was experiencing, the author was writing about that, and I was like, oh shit, I'm this guy. And I had to like close the fucking book. I was like, I can't do this. Vib, you remember the game All Will Fall? You got any thoughts on it? Yeah, Anna, I'm glad you can relate. I'm glad that I don't seem super crazy for being freaked out by House of Leaves, but man, that book is too spooky for me, guys. It's a good concept. What do you find intriguing about it? Is it like a good concept from like a physics sim perspective, or you didn't even read it? I mean, Anna, it's you mustn't read from the book, as they say. I mean, that's about the Necronomicon, but what are you going to do?
It's all really nice, like leather bound, like thick black Necronomicon at a bookstore when I was in London. So cool.
Don't buy that, dude. Start getting some Aleister Crowley shit in your house. It'll be like,
I like totally get the reference, but
he's like a let's say he's like a founder of like Satanism or something like that. He was like an occultist in England. What's up, my G's?
My like brain eyes on, you know?
Yeah. He got them brain eyes, dude. Summoning elder gods. How you doing, Typical? Aleister Crowley, the influencer. Yo, yeah, that's real, Turning Cog. Physics, yes, but the art for me was kind of meh. Who got brain eyes? Tony's trying to acquire brain eyes, is what he was saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have brain eyes, Typical? Can you relate? Exactly, Turning Cog. Yeah, Turning Cog makes a good point. Aleister Crowley and like, Charles Manson are like somewhat similar in that, like kind of a cult of personality that got people to do some really wacky, crazy, scary shit.
So presumably the Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath song "Mr. Crowley" is
100%
Aleister Crowley. Okay, interesting.
Yes.
DIL.
It's that whole song is literally about him and all the crazy shit he did. So
okay,
I look up the one time you talked about it. From time to time, it appears from nowhere. That's what the book does, Anna.
Yep. The first time I showed Vince myhouse.wad, he said that exact same thing to me.
I was like, the book is speaking to me.
I didn't even know about the book.
Yeah. I was like, this is some fucking Navidson record shit. And then as the video got longer, I'm like, oh my God, it literally is. No.
There's
I don't
Navidson
need this.
realty sign in the game. Yeah.
Yep. Typical says, I've only got brain damage, no brain eyes. Damn, bro. I don't believe you. You seem relatively well adjusted, except for the whole goal of having 6 children in 8 months. I don't think that math works. Not the best art, but the physics is what got me, and I kind of love city builders. Nice. So wait, I kind of remember like maybe a couple weeks ago we were talking about City Skyline 2, and that was bad. What was bad about that?
Like City Skylines 1 was like pretty good, and
Yeah.
I think like the headline is like City Skylines 2 doesn't even have all of the features that City Skylines 1 has.
I remember now.
Like, yeah. And I remember when it came out, like the perf was so bad, like it wouldn't even run for a lot of people. Like they just textbook like everything you do wrong when you make a video game they've done, and they have no competition too. That's the craziest thing, is it was free. They just had to do a good job. And
damn.
Yeah.
Do you think that was maybe a publishing deal where they were like, you got to put this game out, and they're like, it's not done, and they're like, I don't care, release it anyway, and they like botched the launch then?
I mean, to some extent, yeah. I think the conversation these days is always like the publisher made them do it. I feel like, City Skylines 2 came out a couple years ago. Like, I don't know if that was always the conversation back then necessarily, but like, I think for a while there, like it was like developers and publishers like kind of got under the impression that you could like get away with it. I guess
early access, patch it later.
Doing it. Yeah, and like I don't know, people have gotten really against it. I guess I don't know.
Vib, that's a good question. But before that, I have to say, typical. It's 9 to 12, dude, not 8. You are a madman. Good luck. So Vib, Civ was one of the first games I ever played, and I'm talking Sid Meier's Civilization that came on like 2 3/4 floppies or whatever, magnetic tape discs. You installed in DOS via batch file, and like I that was one of the things that was like kind of got me into games. I played like Game Boy, Nintendo, and Sega and stuff like that. But there was this was like around the time I learned to build PCs and like mess with electronics and all that stuff. So Civ is very dear to me. I tried to give Civ 7 a huge chance, and I like honestly when I got to the age where like your Civ evolves into a different Civ, I was just kind of like, I don't want to fucking play this. And I wasn't like mad about it, but I was just like, I don't even understand like what the fuck is going on. This is weird because they like dramatically changed the formula for the game. I think I rather would have played Civ 6. Like, to be fair, I think Civ 6 is just a better version of Civ. But for what it's worth, who the fuck makes this game now? I was going to say Microprose, but it's Firaxis. So for what it's worth, Firaxis, and I think, Tony, maybe you sent me a link that was like a tweet or something where they were, or an article where they were like, yo, we fucked up bad and we really fucked the game up and we're going to fundamentally change the game design. So there should be a really big update to Civ 7 that tries to like reboot the experience and make it closer to like Civ 6. So
because it was like you had to change your civilization every age or something, right? And everybody didn't like that, so now they're gonna make it so you don't have to do that.
Yeah, but they in the thing I read that you sent me, they were also saying they were going to fundamentally change other aspects of the game design that people didn't like. So it was like, we're listening to you as players. You know, we fucked up. Like, we're sorry. We're going to fix this. So hopefully they get it right. Typical says, I get a bit mad on Thursdays, TBH, and post working for 13 hours, being mad just to make the world smile is my kind of piece. And I think what you're saying is when you say mad, you mean like crazy, right? Like you're just kind of unglued and your brain is a little fried, so you're getting wacky in chat. Totally fine, bro. You're doing great. Vib says, I've heard some inside stories about the workings and Firaxis by an artist. Yeah. So one of my former bosses worked at Firaxis, and before Civ 7 came out, he was like, dude, do you know anything about Civ 7? And I was like, oh, they're doing a 7? That's cool. And he goes, nope. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, it's bad. It's bad. He's like, I'm a big 4X player. I love these kinds of games. I was there. I was speaking out about how stupid these decisions were. They didn't like me talking, so I was like, I'm getting off this fucking sinking ship. And he got out and then was working on some other things. And then, he ended up hiring me for a different studio and stuff like that. So he was a cool dude. I hope he's doing well. Yes. What's up, Sushi? Hey, yo, like Counter-Strike 2? City Skylines 2. Got told today that I did not get the Austin job. Oh, man. That feels fucking bad, bro. I'm sorry, dude. Well, I'm glad you had something in the gap, and I hope you got some other irons in the fire, so to speak, Matt on Thursdays because in Indian corporate, the deployment is on Fridays, and if we miss something, we might end up ruining the whole weekend. Yeah, no shit, dude. Yeah, and I imagine that like, what's your guys' work culture like? Like, if you fuck something up for a deployment, does that mean you just have to go back into the office for like Saturday and Sunday and fix everything like as soon as possible? I'll just keep applying. Bible thump, yeah, Bible thump indeed. I'm sorry, bro. Feels bad, man. But we had the whole I Want to Be a Cowboy song lined up for you with the top laid back and the sunshine shining. Yeah, exactly. All Will Fall reminds me of Sunken Land. What's Sunken Land, Wix? I'm going to look it up. Sunken Land. Exciting post-apocalyptic survival and exploration game set in the near future when water covered most of the Earth. Explore sunken cities, scavenge resources. All right, interesting. I mean, city builders are kind of like a dead genre right now, right?
Then we looked at that new one that's being made in UE5, but I don't know too many other ones.
Yeah, Vib. Typical is also Indian. He's the homie, just like you, Vib. Now change it to Adder saying this town ain't big enough for the both of us. Oh shit. Yeah, that's true. It just means you're gonna stay a whole night in the office, period. Fuck, dude. Yeah, and I imagine typical you're salaried, so that's like no OT, yeah. Yeah, bro, we all lament for sushi. We're all big hug, brother. Big hug. Yeah, XD, don't I know it? Yeah, Vib. Oh shit, you guys work together and you don't even know? That's so crazy.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Oh man, y'all are funny, bro. Imagine a billion fucking people and you guys like happen to kind of work for the same place at some point. That's nutty. What if Typical took your old job, Vib? Imagine. Yeah, Vib's doing solo indie dev now. Oh, it's a place? Well, yeah. I mean, oh, is this like a province or something? Yeah, turning cog the new California Republic. Yep. It's a faction. Yeah, 45 million people in NCR. Is that a business or like a province or like a state or whatever you guys got? New Delhi or sorry, Delhi and surrounding suburbs. Oh, I gotcha. What the fuck is NCR? No Chemical Romance?
New California Republic.
It's the National Capital Region, planned metropolitan area surrounding Delhi, encompassing parts of Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan. Yeah, that's what Google's telling me. Yeah. Did I say, is it Uttar or Uttar? Hey, what's up, Peanut 420? How you doing, brother? I don't know if you saw the news, but Destiny 2 is rip. Game is over. Dwarka's side. All the Vimana stuff is making sense now, Vib. Yeah, Peanut, it's that just happened before stream. And I was saying that like it's highly likely. Hang on, I got you, man. Yeah, call him out, Brightside. You tell him. Still no answer from that bitch ass. Poker Star ONG.
Hopefully Anna didn't accidentally gift that guy a sub.
Oh shit, Anna. No, not like this. Uttar? Did I do that? Was that better? Uttar Pradesh? I don't know. I'm fucking it up there. Got all the landscape materials animated with scenes and stuff. Just got to get the PCG now and always more polishing. Yeah, bro. I mean, Vib, I still think you need to get the game design a little more solid, but you know, it is what it is, bro. Live your life. Wax on, wax off? Who's waxing? Wait, why are you Karate Kid posting, dude?
Because of polishing?
I said it better than an Indian? Yo, let's go, dude. Thank you, Typical. Uttar? I mean, that's all I got, man. I can't say Pradesh right. Like, bleh, that one's hard. It's like the R and the D. What are those phonemes? Diphthongs, some shit like that. Oh, I'm sorry, AAA. I just seen you over there. Interested in Dawn of War at all? Very much so, yes. I think.
There's a 40K Warbond in Helldivers I saw as well. That was like coming out.
Yeah, AAA. You're talking about the Dawn of War Warhammer 40K, right? The new thing? Or is this what am I? No, I'm thinking Total War, dude. I'm fucking that up.
Oh, wasn't Dawn of War 4 like the new one that's coming out? This one?
That's Total War. Total War Warhammer 40K. Because Total War Warhammer was Warhammer Fantasy.
This one is coming soon too. So I think I got both.
Yeah, they're different. But yes. More 40K, more Warhammer. It's exactly how you're saying it. Exactly the same. Oh, thank you, bro. Yeah, I know it does need more work on the design for sure, which I'm gonna hit you up after this PCG nightmare. No worries, Vib. That's how you polish. I got you turning cog. I get it. I get it. Brightside, did you figure out how that breathing pipe worked? Like how to straighten that thing? Because I remember I was laughing my ass off yesterday when I watched you go like, how do we drop these down straight? And then you look back up and this thing is like fucking curly cueing all over the place, and you're like, God damn it. That shit was so funny. So typical, it's not the idea that will get you out of there. It's the careful planning. So what's the fucking what's the fucking shit? Luck favors the ready, right? Get your plans all in line. Make sure that you have goals and you're reaching towards those goals, which obviously you do. You want to have too many children with one partner in not enough time. So, but yeah, goals, get your goals together. And when the opportunity arrives and you're ready for it, that's how you get out of there. That's how you do it. So, I mean, good luck, bro. I understand. I understand the grind. September 17th, release for Dawn of War 4. You're Navy diver certified? No fucking way, dude. So Brightside, what's crazy about that is one of my cousins was a Navy diver instructor for like his whole career. He just recently retired. So yeah. That's fucking sick, dude. You got your cert on that alien world, slashing up jellyfish. Yeah, Peanut says 2 kids is extremely exhausting. So Peanut, I don't know if you know, but typical burnt out has a life goal. So I think he said he just recently got married, but he wants to have. Sorry, I fucked it up. It was 9 to 12 children in the next 8 months, and I don't think he can do that with a single partner. But that's what he wants to do. I mean, hey, dream big. Oh, I see. AAA. The Warhammer Games Showcase was today. Oh, okay. Yo, thank you, Anna. Thank you for another gifted to Peanut. Peanut, you got them emotes now, man. Drop some trees in there. We got some Beppis. We got fucking all kinds of shit, bro. Let me give you a Beppis. Octomom looking ass dude. Bro, what? Oh, because it's trying to have like 9 kids. You're gonna get some sleep, Vib. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for coming through.
He's out.
Oh, Peanut spamming the fractals. Let's go. Yeah, take it easy, Vib. Good luck with your game. May the prana and vimanas, may the prana flow and the vimanas fly. How about that? Sweet. Okay, so I didn't know shit about. Let me go look at this like Warhammer showcase. Warhammer Skulls showcase. Is that what you're talking about, AAA? I think this might be it. Yo, shut up, ad. I don't want this. Yeah, 5 hours ago. Okay, so this is the thing. I'll check this shit out after stream and just see if there's like anything in there that I can talk about. Unfortunately, I didn't watch it before stream, so I don't know anything. But if you want to like, talk about it and like inform me, I'm totally down. So go for it. Let's see what else we got in here. So we can talk about. I mean, obviously, the Bungie news is like kind of a big deal. I anticipate that there's going to be a lot of people looking for jobs soon. I want to say there was something like 1,200 people listed as employed by Bungie on LinkedIn or something like that, which is a fucking lot. And there was probably a large group, potentially hundreds, that were working on D2 at the time of this announcement. And I bet that they all just found out today, or they found out like within the last, 3 days. So that's rough times. It's going to be grim out there for a minute. Okay. Tony, you got the con for a moment. I'll be right back.
What does I have the con mean?
I'm the captain of a ship, and you're the XO who's now in charge of steering the ship and piloting it or whatever.
So it doesn't mean like the console.
I don't know exactly where the turn of phrase comes from. It's just like an old Navy thing, but yeah.
Okay, well, good to
Be
know.
right back.
Cog, what you been working on? Noten ships, con, more formally spelled con with 2 N's, refers to nautical status of being in operational control of a vessel's movements. Okay. I just wondered if there was like it was like short for something, but good to know. Hadn't heard that one before. Anything interesting to report from the 5.8 features?
I was just thinking maybe you've got the com, like short for command, but I think it's con. Yeah, it's 2 N's. Yeah, it's not 2 N's. It's the steering of the ship. Yeah, that's it. And then when I come back, you go captain on deck, and then I go as you were. And like everyone goes and sits down again. Okay. What did I miss? Oh, I saw Vib. May the prana flow and the Vimanas fly. It takes notes. Yeah, sorry, bro. That shit just comes to me. I'm noting ships con, more formally spelled con, refers to the nautical status of being in operational control of a vessel's movements. There we go. Having responsibility thrust upon you. I like that the comment just like filled the gap while I was gone. I've been fucking with the 5.8 new features. Yep. Really has been. Another 5.8 preview flash sacrifice. Exactly, Oculus. Just saw they're also adding a new depth of field. Oh. Thank you, Peanut. Yeah, it means passing control of the ship's immediate movements and navigation. So yeah, it just means that the captain is stepping away and is no longer in command. He's ceding command to typically the XO, executive officer. Curious about the MCP and experimental mesh terrain. We are too, Oculus. Don't you worry.
So those are the 2 main things. Yep.
Trying to wrap my dumb head around the new mesh landscape system. It's very tied into making world partition more usable. Yes, sir. Convolution bloom and cinematic depth of field are very much not performant. Yeah, I imagine. Surprised it took the last major revision of UE5 in several years of development to ditch old landscape. It looks tasty, real tasty. Are you gonna make some pizza meshes, Oculus, out of it? Landscape pizza meshes? Warhammer Speed Freaks 1 looked kind of fun. Okay. Let me look that up. AAA.
There's a free some sort of free 40K game on
combat racing
Epic
game?
Games.
Oh, bro, I don't know about this. What's it called, Tony?
I don't know. I just saw the headline earlier. I think it's free on the Epic Game Store right now.
I can look it up. Epic Game Store. Chaos and Conquest? Is that what you're thinking of?
I don't know. It's not a game I had actually heard of before, but I just saw that it was free.
There's so many wacky like
licenses. So hard to find stuff on.
Yes, it fucking is, dude.
I don't even see it on here either. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but
yeah, it's all good, bro. I've gotten the best looking terrain by bashing meshes together, but I missed so many of the landscape tools. I'm hoping this is the answer to my prayers. Yo, anime, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Dude, we got all the OGs in here. We got anime. We're just missing Artificial Sky, but Anna came through, dropped some gifters. You're back home? Nice. But yeah, you and Anna both show up today. Oh shit, the high at anime figurines. Let's go. I don't know. I don't think Anime was a WoW player, man. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. Yeah. That's so Oculus. I don't know if you have you seen us talk about Hyperskate at all. I feel like you came around after we already started working on Dread, but I don't remember. Hyperskate has a bunch of stuff that we need these things for. So like it's great that they're coming out because when we finish Dread, we're going back to Hyperskate. I assume we haven't really like talked about working on anything else. Maybe there'll be another project. We want to do another flat game that we can crank out really fast. Who knows? But the current plan is to go back to Hyperskate. You've only seen Dread? Cool. Yeah, exactly, anime. I just didn't want to bring up that person or any of that business. Yeah, anime. You saw the news. I DM'd you and sent you an article. Exactly that person. You know what I mean, dude. Other than that, most of the rest of our convo was a bunch of shit posts. I mean, I don't know, bro. You were shit posting. I was having a good conversation over here with all these lovely, wonderful people. AAA, what are you interested in with the Speed Freaks game? Like, what's making you interested in that? Some Mario Kart type shit? It doesn't do it for me. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because I like cars too much. I like racing too much. So like arcadey racers. Oh shit, dude! You see that, y'all? Tony, you should just kill it real quick and show the menu background screen.
Oh, it's like really fucked up right now because of the post processing. I'm messing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
It's like super blown out. Yeah.
For what it's, I know you already know this, but things were really dark when I was trying to play, or when I was playing yesterday. So
that's what I'm trying to fix right now.
Oh, word. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. So Turning Cog made some updates to the menu screen background, really cleaned up those color profiles. So it's a lot more like clean and yeah, it's really good. I love it. Good work, Turning Cog. I feel too old when you guys talk about WoW. I played Warcraft when it was a single player game. I mean, so did I, Anna. I think I'm older than you. No, you might. That's impolite. I don't mean to imply anything about the age of a lady. So, my apologies. Forever 24 to 27, whatever age you prefer, or maybe like 32. Some ladies prefer to be 32 forever, whatever. And then I can retune the lights to the new post process. Exactly, Turning Cog. Dude, it looks great right now, honestly. Like dramatic improvement. The 3 color tones, as we talked about, was just like not really hitting the spot, but this is looking fucking good. Peanut's still 25. Fuck yeah, brother. I'm still I don't know, like 17, I guess, in my brain. That's probably not a good admission publicly. I apologize in advance for anyone that is upset by that. Orcs Destruction Derby, it just fits. Okay, so I like orcs, like especially Warhammer orcs. That shit is dope. 31 now. I am Unk. Relax, buddy. You're fine. Oh, in my brain, I'm 12. Yo, that's real, Peanut. I know you, so yes, I agree with that. You're 50? Impossible, Anna. I don't believe you. Oh, what's up, Marengo? Yeah, Marengo's always in chat saying he's 50 years old and then posting like he's somewhere between the age of 12 and fucking 22. Just made it to the club in March. Well, happy birthday, Anna. I hope it was a good one for you. I mean, shit, I didn't think I was going to make it to the like 25-year-old club when I was 25. So, but I did. And I'm still here long after that. Did you get any new superpowers? I think when you turn 40, your new superpower is lower back pain. In some cases earlier, in some cases later, but generally around that age, your back just starts being garbage because the human spine isn't very good at supporting the dude, we outlived destiny. We really did, anime. We really fucking did. Dude, anime, I don't know if you were aware of this. You might be, but we were talking about it before we popped into chat. There's something like 1,200 people on LinkedIn listed as employed by Bungie. That number is going to go down. They're about to have the green banners everywhere being like open to work. Pains everywhere, most likely. Believe me. Oh, yeah, I do. So Anna, I don't know if this is even viable for you, but the thing that literally changed my life and killed a bunch of chronic back pain and some nerve pain that I have is rock climbing. And not outside, not doing anything crazy, but just indoors at a gym, doing specifically bouldering. My wife and I go 3 times a week for at least an hour. We've been doing that for like 3 years now, and it literally changed my life. Like, I don't get crazy pain from like, in my arms, like my fingertips tingling. I don't get, my sciatica has been basically gone. Which sciatica is a really fucking stupid old person thing. If you young bucks are unfamiliar, it's the nerves in your lower back as they go into your legs. That's the sciatic nerve, and that shit gets pinched by your lower back. You start getting really fucking weird sensations in your leg for whichever side is affected. But you'll get like phantom hot cold. You'll get like phantom like kinesthetic reaction, as if like something touched your leg or is brushing your leg. It feels really fucking weird. And then you'll also get pain and tingling or like loss of sensation. All just garbage nerve stuff that is all from nerve compression from weak muscles, bad muscles, bad joints, whatever, spinal compression. Do you follow Magnus Midbow? Yeah, of course. I definitely know Magnus. Yeah. I want to say I was watching one of his videos the other day. Like,
I watched most of his videos. Yeah.
Yep. Tony, if you want to watch more of his rock climbing stuff instead of like the weird ass shit that he's doing on Maine, he made more Magnus, and that's mostly rock climbing.
Yeah, I definitely watch those.
Yeah. More Magnus.
Yeah, because his main videos, like some of them are interesting, but some of them, yeah, definitely not.
Just got back into the gym after 11 years. No more ego lifting, just 2 hours of exercise every day. My back feels amazing. Fuck yes, Peanut. As a fellow old man, bro, gym is goated, man. Like, I literally went from like, oh God, I'm fucking dying to like, I am in the best shape I've ever been in my life, and I can like move. I'm running, walking 5K, 3.1 miles, 4 days a week, also doing Pilates. Nice, Anna. That's really good. Stretching and movement. That's really all you need. I find that the strength helps a lot. And like, I don't know what it's worth, but like my wife does fitness tracking when we're at the gym. And typically we do like 400. Well, she does 400 to like 600 calories burned in one day at the gym. So it's fucking good. No Tybo. Absolutely not. Peptides, dude. Bright side. So we will go get brunch at a local place that's really cool. It's got like it's like a brewery that does fried chicken. It's called The Post out here in Colorado. It's not really a chain. There's like a one-off. There's a couple of other ones, but they don't do as well. So we go to the original one because it's kind of in our neighborhood. Anyway, we usually sit at the bar and get like, I get huevos rancheros, extra eggs, like fucking fat, like what are they called? Like, it's not a chimichanga. What's the fucking flat thing? You know what I'm talking about, Tony?
Tostada?
Yes, thank you. It's like tostada shell, 2 tostada shells, beans, fucking eggs, like, normal good shit. Anyway, we're chilling. We're eating that and like talking about what we just did at the gym, my wife and I, and these fucking randoms next to us. She's like, "Oh, you guys rock climb?" And I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" You know, like we just start having a conversation with these randoms at the bar. And this lady was like, if you guys really want to get into recovery, she was probably, you know, in her 50s or older, like maybe 60s, but her and her husband were there. She's like, we're on the Wolverine stack. You need those peptides. And I'm like, oh, are you guys like pretty active or whatever? They're like, no, we go to a lot of EDM shows. And I'm like, holy shit, you're just fucking raw dog and Wolverine stacks and you're like not even physically active. This is crazy. I don't even know what you are talking about, Brightside. I don't want to read that. Yes, Adder, huevos rancheros, brother. I get that shit with no pico, and I either go with habanero or like jalapeno hot sauce, just all over the top of that shit. Fucking, it's great. Bro, I saw some shit at EDC last week, and those ravers go crazy. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly, Peanut. Post on West Emma. Yep. That shit is banger, dude. Oh, nice. Tony's in the EDC talk. Charlotte DeWitt, Sunrise set.
It looks like it was a good one.
Adder, yeah, you're right. Probably literally and figuratively. No Pico, dude. I don't like Pico at all. I fucking hate Pico.
Yeah, do not like pico.
And I'm not one of those people who think cilantro tastes like soap. I just don't like Pico. I think it's whack. If I'm getting salsa, it needs heat. Also, most tomatoes are garbage. I do really like an heirloom, but most tomatoes are fucking garbage. You go to the Vasa Fitness right down the street from there? Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, we're up in Lafayette. Oh my god! All right, I'm really offending Adder here with my Pico hatred. I'm sorry, bro. Tren is like a steroid for bulls that people use, and BPC 157 is to recover peptide. These people are probably blasting, bro. Brightside, I worry about you, man. I'm glad you know about these things. I hope it's just from like fitness and some wacky bros you have, and you're like keeping that shit out of your body. Yeah, no, you are, because I'm remembering the conversation now when you were talking to us about stacks, and you were like, people are like buying stacks on eBay and just blasting that stuff. No, anime, stop it. Don't. Nobody hook him up with a stack. Do not do that. Dude, I went to Din Tai Fung Vegas and someone absolutely destroyed the men's bathroom. It was insane. Dude, that's crazy, bro. Yo, Din Tai Fung is so good. I fucking miss that place, man. Bao Long Zhao, dude. That shit is so good, man. Is it pork and crab or pork and shrimp? I don't remember. But I like the combo. AAA, how do you know about Magnus? Have you watched some Magnus? Oh, dude, Adder, Din Tai Fung is fucking a banger. It is crazy good.
Is that where you took me when we went to Seattle?
Yes, sir.
Josh? Okay, yeah, it was really good.
Absolutely incredible. Adder, let me see if there's a Din Tai Fung in Austin. I don't know if there is. They're mostly West Coast. It's like LA, Seattle. And I think there's like 3 in the LA area. Oh, bro. Oh, no. Okay, this is fuck. Yeah, I think it's all like West Coast. Arizona, California, Nevada, New York, Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia. It is Chinese, so they're like, you know, from China, they expanded to the West Coast. It looks like they got 1 on the East Coast, but that's it. Everything else is like full West Coast. To get there, Adder, to like get a seat, so we would go to the one in Bellevue, downtown Bellevue in Washington. We had to show up when they opened, and there was always a line waiting for them to open. If you don't do that, your wait time is like an hour or longer. Adder, have you been back to your homie spot that did the like Asian fusion with like the banh mi's and shit? Because that place is dope. Man will be speaking Cardinese permanently. Yeah, exactly. Brightside. Don't give him anything, bro. Please. On M. Yeah, super good. Totally agree, man. The closer to F closed, the better the food likely is in Little Chinatown and NYC. Vince can do it. Yeah, here, let me take a look. I'll screen it for you, Tony. Hold on, I'm gonna mute real quick just in case.
Just based on the conversation in chat, I think I know what it is.
Not safe. Not safe.
No, I'm sure I know what it is.
Oh, it is a video of the restroom he was talking about.
Yep.
I recognize those wooden the wooden decor, and I was like, that is Din Tai Fung. Oh, you're crazy, bro. He can get peptides within 10 minutes. Anime don't need me. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just don't help him. Chop barbecue brisket bond me with a fried egg. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Oh my god. Yes, man. Fuck, dude. You got me missing Texas barbecue now. Oh shit, we're gonna summon pushed button when we start talking about barbecue. I mean, yeah. I want barbecue now. Oh, I think my wife is gonna make some steaks tonight, potentially. She was gonna cook something. I don't know. That's very exciting though. Because now I'm thinking about like some nice brisket. Let's fucking go. Bro. Anime, please don't fuck with peptide stacks, dude. You don't know what you're getting. I care about you. I care about you and your health. So also, yeah, you had a good EDC then. Also, how's your homie doing that you went with? I'm being intentionally vague. You don't have to clarify, but my daughter just heard barbecue and says, "Daddy, I need you to make me barbecue." Yeah, real. Do you cook barbecue, Peanut? I feel like you cooked for a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if that's. Am I having like a false memory here? Like something is telling me that you used to cook some banger foods, and I don't know if you still do. Is this like maybe like an old Facebook post or something that I saw? I don't even fucking know, dude. I don't Facebook. I've been off that shit for I don't even know how long. Years. I love to grill and love barbecue, but Devin was the barbecue guy. Got it. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Yep. That makes a lot more sense. That's cool. You still hang out with them dudes. I hope they're all doing well. And everyone's like, yeah. We talked about this last week or whatever. You said everyone's like chilled way the fuck out and everyone's like kind of serious now. Everybody like settled down, got families and houses and stuff. That's I hope, because you know I'm sure you can relate. Not everybody fucking made it out, bro. We definitely know some people who did not come out the other side. They are not thriving. They're the opposite. Okay, so let's get back over to, we talked about food again, which is really interesting. But let's go to what was in here that I thought, oh, Tony, you posted some things, so I'm gonna go peep the stream channel here. We were talking about AI, so we could get into this. Ubisoft is testing generative AI in Far Cry 7. And it looks like shit is the rest of the fucking article title.
One of the reasons that I put that in there too, let me just save this real quick, was because I almost feel like some of the quotes in the article kind of discredit what they're talking about, because the guy says, let me find it here. They've been testing this in Far Cry 7 for R&D, and it looks like shit. And then he said they have just been testing prompts and whatever in Far Cry 7 for research and development. So his understanding of their use of AI is prompts and whatever in the game. So
that's why it looks like shit.
Well, just to me, it comes across as like somebody who would think it looks like shit regardless of what it looks like, because their understanding of it is it's prompts and whatever, and fuck AI. Like, which is fine if that's what you think. But like, I don't know. There's a lot of like articles getting written about stuff like this, and it's just based off of like some disgruntled guy's opinion. And I just think that's interesting. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, very real. So guys, like a lot of people talk about AI. It's kind of like a hot button issue right now. What's up, Graham? How you doing? The thing to remember is that AI is a very powerful tool. I guess business and military vernacular is force multiplier. So a skilled individual who already possesses some skills that are not AI related and learns to use the AI can become extremely powerful as an individual contributor to any organization with the use of AI. It's not a like replacement for anybody. And like that's like the weird thing. It could eventually get there, but it's not going to be for every job. And I think who was it? It was the fucking Take-Two guy. I saw a clip of him talking about it, that executive dude, and he actually made a good point. He was like, AI is built off of, the way AI works currently is it's referencing data sets that already exist. So making a video game that is new, that is inspired, is not something AI can do because it's referencing existing data. And I mean, that's the point, right? So if you think about using AI for new asset creation for an existing thing, it's actually good at that. But AI making a wholesale brand new thing that has never existed before, or, if you want to use the word inspiration, it doesn't do that. That's what the human brain is really good at, is inspiration. So imagine a world where you lack a suite of technical skills to make your dream real and make this thing that you want to share with other human beings. AI can help you bridge all of those gaps and make the thing real way fucking faster. That's
the force multiplier right there.
Exactly. Yep. That's the whole thing. AI is good at hallucinating. I mean, AI is good at a lot of stuff, but you got to rein it in. It works for you. It's a tool. I think when people, so I was talking to Tony about this before stream. A lot of my friends are normies, and when I say that, I mean they don't know anything about video games. They don't know anything about technology. They don't really understand what I do or like what my job history is like or what that even means. And AI is a topic of conversation among these normal people. And when I say normal people, I mean like an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, a chef, right? Like the shit like that, like normal fucking jobs that help society function. Construction work, just any job, right? They don't understand like the application of these technologies, but they have all these conversations, and their exposure is like asking Chat GPT for a guided meditation or like what its thoughts are on the nature of existence. And like it's not an intelligence. It can't fucking wax philosophic with you. It's referencing other people talking about those things anytime it gives you a response. So it's not like imparting this wisdom that it came up with uniquely. It's literally talking about pre-existing human conversations and thoughts. That's why it's called a language learning model. It's communicating to you in a way that you can understand it. That's it. AI 1 product. Yeah, I guess burnout. Also, how you doing, brother? Ubisoft once again prototyping ways to pay their staff less and make their games worse. Real. Ubisoft got me salty. Couldn't bring myself to buy Skull and Bones even at $3. God damn, Adder. That's sad. I know you were looking for some pirate type shit, and that ain't gonna work. Triple A will get to you in a second. I appreciate you responding. Just woke up. Were we shitting on Ubisoft? I mean, like not intentionally, but yes. That isn't journalism if you're injecting too much of your opinion into the facts. Yo, that's real. That's called an op-ed. It's an opinion editorial. Yeah, fire away, Graham. Let him have it. Both barrels. Did you read Brandon Sanderson's keynote about AI events? I did not. If you have a link, Anna, and you want to like send it to me or something, I'll check that out. I'm also just not familiar with Brandon Sanderson's books. I still haven't read them. Knives are good at accidentally cutting off fingers. Yeah, that's real, Tony. Absolutely. I mean, I know you're being like facetious there. It's that the human being controlling the knife was cutting the finger off, not the knife itself. The knife outside of a hand is inert and serves no purpose. It can't produce something that it hasn't seen before. Exactly, Wix. ML is simply a pattern matching tool. Yep. That's exactly correct. They were made to cut flesh. I mean, I don't think that knives were necessarily explicitly made to cut flesh, but to cut things. Yeah. Anyway, that's philosophical. I don't necessarily want to get into that. Aren't we always real? I'll post on Discord. Thank you, Anna. Rest of us have to read it. Did the AI see the hallucinations before? So Marengo, the AI didn't like see or have hallucinations. The AI just doesn't know what the answer is, but it is written in a way that it must give you an answer regardless. So that's where the hallucinating comes from. I think the nomenclature hallucination is misrepresenting what's actually happening, and people think that it's like this intelligent creature that is imagining reality. It's fucking not. It's exactly what Wix said. It's referencing pre-existing data and information. And when it doesn't have that and it can't find the answer, it'll just make some shit up and use words that vaguely make sense together, but they sound profound or philosophical or some shit like that. Me when Claude geeked off the DMT pen seeing fractals, yo. Burnout, what are you doing?
I mean, that's like some do androids dream of electric sheep type shit, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. AAA, you said, how long before you think a full AI movie as a theatrical release? I don't think it's long, but I don't think we're going to get a theatrical release. I think you're going to see in the next couple of years, if not very soon, like an indie film that's made entirely with AI that'll be some weird, like, nonsense art gibberish, if that makes sense. Like, the thing that I can always think about is like Waking Life, which is a really weird rotoscoped series of interviews with people that are talking about like philosophy and like the nature of existence and stuff like that. So you'll see some like, weird fractal art and like, these shifting forms and like, psychedelia type of things, I think is probably what you're going to get first out of some AI films. But I don't think you're going to get anything like meaningful or interesting. Yeah, exactly. AAA. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Ubisoft have been on a winning streak of fuck ups. I read that wrong. It's quite inspirational, actually. And it's a perfect case study on what not to do. Correct, Graham. Too much shitting on got automodded. No. Your automod is rules with an iron fist, and I often have to regulate automod. So the hallucination is just a creation of fiction. No, the hallucination is I'm going to try to put some words together to answer your question because I'm compelled to answer because I'm literally written that way. Like I have to give you an answer. And if I don't have one, I'm going to put words together that kind of sound like I'm giving you an answer, but it's a non-answer. So actually, I guess somewhat similarly to what I just said out loud. Yeah. Somehow I feel like if we change Ubisoft for any other AAA studio, it still rings true. Yep, that's very real, Anna. The full AI Coke commercial we got a while back is proof it can be done.
Yep. They've done 2 now, 2 years in a row.
Yes.
Yep.
But they also have a lot of stuff that they've already made that it can reference in order to continue to make stuff in the same vein.
Yeah, we can't conflate with the Coke commercial looked good or bad. That's not what we're talking about. Is are they going to ship a full AI produced thing? And the answer is it's already happened. And they got away with it, and there wasn't a lot of backlash, and it's going to continue to happen moving forward, for better or worse.
Yeah, my statement was specific to feature-length film. I don't think you're going to see a feature-length blockbuster film that's made entirely with AI. And what I mean is have it be successful or profitable or good or entertaining. Like, I think you're going to get some weird shit that people are like, oh, I like it, man. I'm like, I'm a fan of the robot movies, like you're going to have weirdos that are into it. Assign weights to tokens of value in a super high dimensional space. The angle between the tokens determines semantic value of a token. When it hallucinates, the context for the token says run at the end of its mathematical probability of the context between tokens. I mean, like that sounds like a hallucination to me, Burnout. I mean, it looked pretty shitty, but the average person didn't seem to notice much, so I guess so. Yeah, I agree, Sushi. Tony says angle and distance, but you pretty much nailed it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's the dot product. What's up, Chief? I argue otherwise. AI can produce a series of pixels that are nonsensical, but it's 2 hours long. How it looks is exactly what's important about it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but we were just talking about like, is it going to happen? There was no discussion of should it or is it good. We were just talking about is it going to happen?
Yeah, I guess I was just answering a question that wasn't asked, but yeah. Higgsfield channel has made some good AI content. Imagine the tokens needed to make a full feature film. Some small town somewhere will be having brownouts from the power draw. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're being very bleak about this. I imagine it'll slowly replace traditional CGI workflows. Yeah, or I wouldn't say wholesale replace it, but because like you're still going to need a person to do the finishing work on it to make it actually like interesting to a human being that wants to pay money to watch it. The best vids explaining Transformers and MLP's neural network is Blue 3 Brown. He also has the best animated math videos. Thanks to him, I got an A in linear algebra. Nice, dude. Instead of like actually learning from your class, you watched a YouTube video. I mean, that is dystopian, turning cog. I feel very bleak about the whole world right now, so nothing new. I mean, Anna, don't let that shit get to you. Like, look at what's in front of you and not what's happening on the other side of the world, right? I definitely worry a lot about people who are upset about the state of things and worrying about things that aren't immediate problems. Like, go talk to people you know and care about. That's going to be the most important thing. It's not about the people you don't know. It's about the people you do know and interact with that are, generating memories and positive experiences. No, that professor was cooked as fuck. Harsh reality of schools and colleges. Real, except for like 2 professors I've had. And it will definitely replace the tools that are commonly used for the process, but I just don't see it replacing the people needed to make things work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sushi. Some people maybe, but people are still required for anything art if you want quality. Yeah, exactly. It's the absence of inspiration. Shout out organic chemistry tutor. Without him, I would have been cooked freshman year. Fuck yeah, dude. We all going to be prompt engineers? I mean, I think that turn of phrase is gross. Prompt engineer, because like you're not engineering, you're just writing words. I want the best people. I also expect the best people to maximize their leverage with AI. Exactly, Oculus. Yes. Agreed. I dropped out of college, self-taught, got a AAA games job without a single mention of education in my interview, entirely focused on if I could do the job or not. I mean, that's the games industry at her, right? It's almost like a trade in a way. More like dictators, not even using keyboard anymore. What do you mean, Wix? I probably lost the thread of what you were responding to.
Probably just prompting with voice.
Oh, I got you.
Typing. So.
Yep. I learned so much shit from YouTube every day. I think a lot of people do, Adder. I think the danger is the accuracy of that information, though. There's no like real filter on whether or not this information is good or bad or like useful. You're engineering the prompts. Smile. Yeah, whatever you say, bro. I agree this is gross, but I feel like it will end up being much more high level than just prompting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, burnout. Like that's what Tony does, right? He's doing a lot more than prompting.
It's the same as like if you were a manager of a development team before, like you have to communicate to people what you want and verify that they did what you asked them to. You're doing the same thing now. It's not a person, for better or worse, on the other side.
Yeah, exactly, Graham. Even on the code side, you need to be knowledgeable to get the best use, or you run the risk of letting it run the show. When you let it run the show, you're vibe coding and you're making bad stuff.
Yep.
My belief is these AI companies are going to have a monopoly over software development in the next few decades, since they will only have access to the best models. So burnout, Tony was saying something really interesting that I thought resonated very well. It's that the general public use of AI is probably going to go away, and AI will just be integrated naturally into a bunch of shit everyone uses all the time. And that's where it's going to like, do the thing that you're talking about. They'll have access to the best models because they'll own them. They won't make them public anymore. It's going to be private and make the products and services that they make more useful to the end user, right? Hell, learning from other humans, you still get bad intel. Of course, turning cog. Also, learning how to learn is like a whole fucking thing. And if you're making the AI like do stuff for you without learning, like we're gonna have a lot of really stupid people. I mean, not that we don't already, but it's gonna be bad. Read some books, guys. Studying information science, and we're talking about AI all the time as a tool to achieve information and not as the end product. Yeah. Accuracy of information is absolutely a problem and something the audience needs to be aware of. Propaganda runs rampant. Yes, very real, Adder, especially when we're talking about YouTube. The hype will die and reality sets in. Yeah, exactly, Burnout. AI tokens will be the new digital currency. I don't think so, Marengo. I think you're not even going to be able to like use it anymore. Like it'll just be a part of a service or a subscription you pay for, and you won't even know that you're like working with AI. Books are hard, Graham. No, don't try audiobooks. So audiobooks are fine, but that's a passive activity like watching television. Reading a book is an active, thing. It's like when you go to the gym the first time, you're not going to be doing a lot of exercises for a long period of time. You're going to get tired really fast. The more you read books, the easier it is to read books, and the easier it is to comprehend what you're reading. You get better at reading and better at processing information, and that skill that your brain has works in every facet of your life. So like reading books is super fucking important. And like Anime said, books are a flex. Absolutely. Burnout says, I've been fucking with the new Quan Mills audiobooks. I don't know anything about that. I have a big bookcase in my room to flex. Why do you say Why don't you just say ass, bro? You can say ass. If you read, you're better than like 90% of the chuds. Can't read book while driving. I mean, that's true, Wix. That's actually where I listen to audiobooks. I'm not like sitting, at home listening to audiobooks. They're on in my car. This hoe got roaches in her crib, bro. What? I'll compromise. I'll read some more documentation. Graham, that's not the same thing. Anna says we're 5 months away from local elections or maybe national. I don't know in your country. And AI propaganda is running wild here. Oh my God, Anna, that's crazy. Oh, that's the name of the Quan Mills book. Okay. Yeah, while both have words, Graham, there's a difference between using your imagination reading technical documentation and using your imagination to understand like a fictional situation, like a full contrivance, and like understanding the implicit and explicit meaning behind what a story is, and like what you derive from it in reading that story and collecting those ideas in your own brain. I mean, you can do the same thing with technical documentation, but it's like it's not the same kind of brain skill. It's still better than not reading at all. So Burnout, I don't want to read the title of that out loud on stream. What the fuck? National elections. Yeah, Anna, y'all got some wild, like, I'm very ignorant of what's going on in your country, but just the brief instances of what I see, my exposure as an American is, oh boy, that's a lot, dude. Stay strong, Anna. I haven't read a fictional book since I was like 8. Graham, you should. It's really good for you. I can recommend some if you want. Give me a genre and I'll give you an author. That's the vibe of the title of every single Quan Mills book. Burnout. Okay, I got one for you. You should read Pimp by Iceberg Slim. Anime knows. I recommended that to him and he was like, holy shit, this book is wild. Yeah, exactly, Anna. All Latin is wild right now. Yeah, without like, delving too much into politics. I hear you. Yeah, I couldn't write his material, literally unthinkable. What, Brightside? Mongolian self-help? The fuck are you talking about? Y'all are crazy. I did Brightside, yes. It is an insane book and very worth reading. So I think the thing to remember, Brightside, is that it's like it's semi-fictional. So like a lot of the stories are inspired by Iceberg Slim's life and they're like anecdotes, but written in a fictional way. But it's yeah, anime is right. So guys, in case you're wondering if I'm like the same person on stream, yes, I am. I like in real life, I'm the same guy. I meet anime figures in real life for the first time. We're coworkers, and I was like, "Yo, have you read this book, Pimp by Iceberg Slim?" And he's like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And I agree. Everyone should read Three Body Problem. Yes, Graham, read that. Read that. It's really good. Really, really, really good. And so if you like technical writing, I mean, Three Body Problem is hard sci-fi. So there's a lot of like science in there. Yeah, it's really, really good. Please do yourself a favor. Read the actual words. Don't do an audiobook for it. The translator's notes are really, really good. It is a long read. So I mean, if you haven't read any fiction since you were 8, it might be a big thing to chew on. Yeah, if you want, like, that's what I was saying. Give me a genre, and I'll recommend something for you. Preferably in the fiction space. Yes, anime. That is really fucking good advice. If reading is hard for you, it's okay. Reread the same sentence. It's not like a fucking contest, Just do like 10 pages to a chapter a day. You'll get better at it. It'll get faster. It'll get easier. If you read a word that you don't understand, take a minute, go look it up. Read the sentence again. Try to understand the context of everything that you're reading. That shit helped me when I was trying to get back into reading in my mid-20s. Yeah, exactly, man. Like, it's totally fine. Like, be humble about it. You don't have to. It's like the thing in the gym. If you see like a bigger person in the gym, like, and they're there doing the work, you're a piece of shit if you make fun of them, like, or if you give them a hard time. They're doing the hard work. They're just early on in their journey. And like, you should be positive and encourage them, like it's the same thing with a book, man. Anime, you managed to become a scholar. The scholar was always within you, anime. I haven't read a book that wasn't some nerdy he's doing it again. Nerdy engineering textbook in like 3 years. I got the trilogy on sale, so all the books are the same size. That shit bothers me so much when books are bound differently when they're the same story. Yeah, I agree with that, Turning Cog. If you get physical editions and they're like, like the best example I can give is Tad Williams, Memory, Sorrow, Thorn trilogy. The third book is in 2 parts, and each part is like 600 fucking pages. And I'm like, bro, come on, this isn't a trilogy. The first book was 700 pages. The second book was 900 pages. The third book is 2 volumes of 600 to 700 pages. Like, come on, bro. That's 4 books. It's not a trilogy. Peanut says, my issues with reading is remembering what happened. I have to reread the same page 40 times to remember it. I mean, I feel you, Peanut. That's the thing I'm trying to say, though, is like, it's okay to do that. Spend some time, make sure you're like really absorbing it, and just keep going. It's totally okay. My bad saying as now human nature. You're fine, Burnout. I'm not trying to like tone police you or anything. Use the language you're comfy with, bro. Brightside likes to read the Simpsons DVD covers. Fuck yeah, dude. For me, it's just a time issue. I basically have no downtime. I mean, that's real. It's a choice you have to make, right? Like, in your limited downtime, if you choose to, okay, so here's a good way to do it. Tony likes to read before he goes to bed. And that's a great way to start slowing down your brain and like getting into a peaceful place and like actually going to sleep. Screens are bad for a lot of reasons, but yeah. Give me graphic novels. Dude, that's a great fucking place to start, Peanut. Like, for real. Graphic novels are awesome. Sandman, The Watchmen, any Neil Gaiman, great. No shame in rereading parts. I still do it when I take on bigger books. I do it all the time because I'll be like, I'm not fucking understanding the sentence. What did I do wrong? And I realize like my thoughts are wandering and I need to like refocus and just, I'll reread a chapter sometimes and it's totally fine. I love nodding off to a good true crime documentary. Makes my dreams lit. You're crazy, Adder. All of them are nice, clean envelopes. Besides, like season 8, which is the ugly plastic cutout shaped like Homer, right side. You're so funny, man. As
Yeah,
part
no,
of
he's right though. Like if you have like the Simpsons DVD collection, for whatever reason, they made one of them just like super fucked up, and it doesn't look like any of the other ones.
I'm glad someone knows what he's talking about. Tony.
Yeah, no, that's real as fuck, dude.
Anna says, as part of my sleep hygiene, I curfew my electronics at 8 p.m. I read 20 pages from a book every night before bed. Awesome, Anna. I actually just finished the show Wallfacer. I bought the first book. Are you talking about 3 Body Burnout?
Like Expanse, probably.
Oh, you're talking Expanse? Yes, dude. Yes, Burnout. That's some good fucking reading. Sandman is a half a meter long graphic novel. Sandman doesn't hit well for me, Turning Cog. It's kind of like too dated. I really like the show, but I couldn't really get into the fucking graphic novel. I'm halfway through book 2 of The Expanse now. Sorry, AAA. Weird to think about how people with aphantasia are able to read silently or no inner monologue. I don't understand what that's like. I have an unquiet mind. My inner monologue is constant. Burnout says, my sleep routine is a fat bong rip, fall asleep to history vid on my iPad. Yeah, dude.
Real.
What history vids do you watch, man? Do you do like war history and stuff like that? Because I love that shit. I like Sandman audio drama. I've actually been nodding off to Town to City Let's Play sessions this week. Doplo City Builder. Adder, you ever watch Operator Drewski? Burnout, I don't. Maybe you have too. I really like his videos. He does like a lot of Arma 3, some Reforger, some Bellum, like any Milsims. Like he plays a lot of them, and I really like his videos. They're I don't know why they're fucking good, man. It's almost like combat ASMR, if that makes sense. But I'm not using ASMR in the correct turn of phrase. It's just like a Demo Ranch's cousin. Well, he's like GunTuber adjacent. So he's like been out to, he's done some videos with Demo Ranch. He's done, a bunch of podcasting. He plays games with like the unsub podcast guys and shit like that. You've been falling asleep to William Rust videos? Okay. He plays the games I like to play instead of watching. Yes. So I guess what I'm trying to say, Burnout, is that I think his commentary is really interesting, and I like the way he edits and the things that he chooses to show in a game. He always does like a story, like he's telling a story. Peanut said Sandman was a great show. I agree, Peanut. I liked it a lot. My fiance hates it when I watch war movies and content when we're falling asleep, but I do like Drewski's videos. Yeah, dude. Drewski's videos fucking make me go to sleep. And like, I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like it's a positive thing. And I enjoy it. It makes me like very mellow and chilled out, and it's cool. He has cool DCS vids for people not into that type of stuff. What's a DCS vid? Muzzle flashes and shit lighting up the room at 3 Yeah, when he's on like an RPK, just fucking like suppressive firing at some bushes for like 10 minutes straight, yelling, over comms at someone else is fucking hilarious. I'll be starting Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere next week. Wish me luck. Good luck, Anna. What do you need luck for? I think you're a good reader, yeah? Or are you just saying it's like heavy material? Turning Cock says, I joke with my partner, I'm going to turn it up to realistic explosion volumes. Yes, Adder, we yearn for the trenches. Digital combat simulator. Oh, okay. No, I've always heard Milsim. 20 books going in. Okay, how many pages, Anna? Are we talking like 3,000 pages or something? Oh, it is a game. Okay. No, I just didn't know, bro. Let me look. Look up Digital Combat Simulator. Oh, so speaking of which, I know this is like not really what we're talking about, but there is the body cam game. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but they implemented some sick fucking ragdolls where the animations will like PCG, where the combatant as it gets hit is like stumbling. So it has this like very realistic, cool looking ragdoll instead of just going like limp and like falling over. I don't know if you guys have seen that shit, but it is fucking awesome. 20 books and going on around that. I like a good 3,000 page saga. Body cam camera in games. Yeah, have you seen anime? Have you seen anything on the body cam game? I want to say it's like a small team or like a solo dev, something like that. It has study level aircraft, so it's huge. Arguably the biggest plane sim for military planes. Oh, interesting. Have you seen Nuclear Option Burnout? I watched a Drewski video the other night where he was playing Nuclear Option. They look pretty cool. Does like full HOTAS support and everything, and like the kick pedals and shit. First one, Mistborn, is 700 pages. All the others around that number. Tony and I have been talking about Mistborn.
Yeah. I mean, I just finished Otherland. That was like, I don't know, 5,000 pages total.
Yep.
It was a good time though.
Otherland's so good. I think it's cool, but they're not fun to play. The camera angle is whack and does not translate the gameplay well. IMO. Yeah. I'm not excited for the game. I'm just saying like they posted a video this week of some like novel ragdoll stuff that they were doing that I thought was fucking crazy. Yeah, 5,000 pages Brightside for sure. Otherland by Tad Williams. Very, 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 very good sci-fi.
It's four books, but they're about 1,000 each. Yeah.
Yep. We read Brightside. We fucking read.
It's about like VR and stuff too. It's really cool. It's a good book. Yeah.
And a little bit of existentialism and shit, you know? Visually, I think they're awesome. I feel you. Yeah, that's all I was trying to say. I was just remembering that ragdoll video and I was like, holy fuck, dude. Like, if like they could probably sell that ragdoll tech. And like if that shit was in like a major AAA shooter, it'd be fucking awesome. DCS is way more in depth. It's very nerdy. Each plane probably has like 20 hours of YouTube videos to learn them. That's cool. I like that. I like the super hardcore sims. I would like to get at some point like a really nice, like fuck, dude, like Omni's like She-Shed or whatever. Like that would be fucking sick. He's got like multiple sim rig setups and like multiple PCs. Boom shaking the Beppis. What's up, Boom? Yeah, I played more War Thunder than DCS because I like the tank stuff. The planes are way cooler in DCS, but War Thunder has like a bajillion of them. Yes, it does. War Thunder literally has a bajillion. Hello, gamers. What's new? We're just gaming. I can't mention War Thunder without me shitting on World of Tanks and World of Warships for big Temu versions. My homie Aiden has a replica F-16 throttle and HOTAS system. It's cool. That's fucking very cool. When are you going to do an armor session with Burnout Night? Bro, I don't know, man. I'm playing like 4 games right now. I still need to finish Death Stranding 2. I stopped like right at the fucking end. So I need that capstone, so I can put it down. But I'm also playing Mugenics. I basically finished my Shining Pearl playthrough. I was doing like the fucking contest, whatever the stupid rhythm game thing. And I was like, I don't really want to play this anymore. And then I've been playing Everything is Crab. I just got that a couple days ago. That's a really fun, chill roguelite. And then Mugenics is like fucking crazy. It's a very good game, but I have to play that shit on mute. Yeah, Adder, you have like everything else, man. You definitely need to get that flight sim gear in your rig, man. That'd be awesome. Probably not happening. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have Arma. Which one is it? You said it's Reforger, and is that a mod for Arma 3? Let me see what I got, boys. I have Arma 2, Arrowhead Beta, which is obsolete apparently. That's what I have. I don't even have 3. Reforger, no, it's the latest one. Armor 3 for sure would be where I'd want to fly. Armor Reforger. Okay. Yo, Anna, thank you for another gifted. God damn, you were like fucking throwing the heat.
Oh, crazy. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Yeah, more Anna hype for real. Oh, so Burnout is saying you don't want to do helicopter stuff in Arma. He said it's low-key crap. Arma 3 has way better flight still. Bought the Apache for GCS. It was like 120 bucks. I haven't touched it. Bro, you're crazy. Arma 3 for sure would be where I would want, where I would fly. Sorry. Cold War gone hot scenario. Okay. Bear with me 1 second here. Uh, 1980s, pre-mainstream electronics. Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds pretty dope. What's so alien? Oh, you're saying like the movies, like the Alien movies where they do that like retro vector graphics shit, vector display or whatever. Josh, I need to get you on some of the modded servers. I mean, Burnout, you made me join that fucking weird. Oh my god, Anna, 3 more to get us to an even 40. Thank you, Anna. I don't like that you gifted Hemorrhoid Punch, but but you did gift Kool-Aid Jimmy.
Kool-Aid Jimmy.
Kool-Aid Jimmy is back in the club. Even numbers. Yeah, thank you, Anna. You're amazing.
Thank you very much.
Fucking Kool-Aid Jimmy coming through. AKA schematics. I feel like we haven't seen schematics in a minute. Brightside, is that one of your guys? Yeah, big dub, Anna.
Adder's been coaching me through this lighting changes that I've been making. I think this shit's looking good.
Fuck yeah. All right, so that's what's been going on. I'm getting all these things. I forgot to turn on streamer mode, so that's your grandma? AK Schematics is your grandma? Nice. Grammy Brightside? Is that what you call her? Or do you go with like the Northeast Italian Nana type shit?
Maybe like a Mima. You know, you got some Southern influence.
Brightside doesn't strike me as like a Mima type.
You never know.
Yeah, what's your preferred name there? Yeah, what were mine? Poppy and Grammy. Those were my grandparents. One of them is still alive. All of the others are dead. My Mima, my Peepew. I think you meant Peepop, but I'm cool with Peepew. My dad's side grandparents, my dad's parents, I think my grandfather died when I was 5 or before I was 5. I visited him once in the hospital, when I was very, very young. And then his mom died when I was like 6 or 7, maybe something like that. You don't have any grandparents left? Yeah. Big Italian family. Oh, Adders was Nana. Nice. Pepe is Pew. What? What are you saying, Burnout? Bro, your brain is cooked. Sorry to hear, but only my grandfather on my mom's side. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, my grandma on my mom's side is still around and kicking. And I don't know if you guys remember, this was around Thanksgiving time. I was talking to her about some shit, and she dropped the grandma wisdom on me. It was very cool. I was talking to her about life and death and all that stuff, and just because it's nice to talk to an older person about those things and just kind of get their take on it. And I remember her saying something like a lot of regrets, and I was like, oh shit, so that's not a good thing. And she goes, no, on the contrary, that's a very good thing. If you live a life without regrets, you've lived a life not worth living. And I was like, oh shit, dude, fucking grandma goated with the philosophy there. No, I know Pepe Le Pew because of your age. Damn, bro. It is older, for one. But no, I'm familiar. Oh, I think I read it. Pepe is Pew. I don't. I'm sorry, dude. That was on me. I'm just like reading shit stupidly. Elderly wisdom is definitely good. Yeah, it is. I mean, to be fair, guys, I'm not like super close with my family or my grandparents. You know, never really was. I only knew my grandma. We didn't call her anything but G Money. Nice, dude. G Money's a good fucking nickname. Yeah, my grandma's Grammy J. I think my cousins call her Gubba. You know, it's one of those things when like, you know, babies like can't say fucking grandma or whatever. I lost mine. I do miss the wisdom. Yeah. I mean, not all grandparents are good at wisdom though either, right? Yeah, Burnout. Looney Tunes type shit was really interesting because it was very important to animation. Burnout it doesn't have any grandpas, but both grannies are rocking it still. Fuck yeah. Thoughts on Iceman? Give me some context, anime. Are we talking movie? What word is that, turning cog? EFSA, Lefsa? Fudge during holidays because that's when stories came out? New Drake album. Burnout says, get the fuck out. That shit's so trash. You guys are so fucking funny. Mine were wise Italian Polish wizards that knew all the tax dodging tricks in the book. Hell yeah, at her. My grandma used to say, when are you going to take that shit out of your face, referring to my piercings? Yeah. I believe that, Peanut. I believe the fuck out of that, dude. 35 messages deleted by a moderator? What happened?
We forgot Josh has admin powers.
Oh god damn it. He timed out Burnout. Hold on. I gotta fix that. He doesn't deserve a timeout.
Was pretty funny.
Oh shit. Hang on here. Burnout. Okay. Timeout. Oh shit, I just timed him out again. Fuck. Untimeout. Okay, there we go. All right, you back, Burnout? Type again. You should be good. Oh, you fixed it. Yeah, I retimed him out, dude. My bad. When the mod gets spicy. Yeah, fuck. Sorry, dude. I retimed him out, but then I untimed him out. Burnout, speak to me. I mean, I do know how to mod, but I just don't. I don't do it from this view. I do it from like a different fucking thing. So I'm in like stream manager shit. So yeah. No more Mr. Nice Man. I'm the Iceman. Yo. Nice, dude. Very good. Tony, do you want to talk about neighborhood a little bit? I've just been yapping. Do you want to like explain some of the things you're doing with lighting?
I mean,
or is it like you're too in the weeds?
Because I'm just trying to. I just been trying to make it look good, and then I pinged Adder. I was like, "You can see it. Tell me if you think it looks good." And he's just been giving me some pointers. So,
hell yeah,
I think we're getting it there though. It's looking good.
Hell yeah.
So I mostly just like had to go through and kind of take a good look at how everything was set up because like Ultra Dynamic Sky was controlling exposure and there's a post process volume and like all this stuff. But I think it's definitely looking better now.
Turning cog, there is no Mr. Rogers' house in here. Guys, chat, do you guys have an inner monologue or no inner monologue? And like that might be a weird thing. When you think about stuff, do you have a voice that speaks or like do you see images? Because some people have both and some people have one or the other. Which one, Anime? Do you have both or just words? Dude, burnout. What you're talking about, mine is the opposite. So I have an unceasing inner monologue, and there's like an extra voice if I'm in that mindset that you're talking about. I'm not surprised by that, turning cog. It's like yelling in your head most of the time in very vivid images. Yeah, me too, man. Both all the time. Yep. Both, but mostly I hear my inner voice talking. So like, is your guys' inner voice different from your speaking voice? Because I think mine is. Like I legit think mine's different. It's like it's not even like my own voice. It's just like a weird. Yeah, same, Anna. It depends on my mental state, but yeah, sometimes I have a group discussion going on in my head. Inner voice is monotone as fuck. It doesn't go up and down. Really? Mine can have intonation for sure. Yep, same matter. I mean, I guess I'm not necessarily surprised that a lot of you guys are similar like that. You know, it's like real recognizes real or whatever. Like we're, you guys like hanging out here because we probably all kind of like think in a similar way and have like similar ideas and like whatnot. Burnout just says drug. Yeah, Graham. I don't see or hear the words, but I know what the words it's speaking are. See, that's super interesting. Adder, I smoked 20 minutes ago. Yep. Anna's got Portuguese and English in her voice and both disagree a lot. Dude, that's so real. That's like when I'm in a place where people are natively speaking Spanish a lot, I can sometimes start thinking in Spanish, and it's definitely like a different fucking voice. Like it doesn't sound the same as like my English inner monologue. Maybe mine talks in sign language. Graham, don't feel sad about it. Like seriously, this isn't like one is better than the other. It's just a really interesting thing, like. But yeah, I get super vivid images, and it's almost like a waking dream sometimes, and yeah, like really unquiet mind. Like it doesn't stop. It's just yapping, blah 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 blah, like constantly. Oh, I don't care. Not like I can change it. Well, I just didn't want you to feel bad, because like, you're the one brave enough to be like, I don't have this. So, okay. So, Graham, when you're thinking about things, is it like emotion based? Do you like feel a thought? Because I also have that. And I think the best way I can relate it is like when my dreams are crazy vivid, and a lot of times like the imagery and the sounds and stuff that I hear don't match the emotion. So like okay, so this is like a weird example. When I was very young, I was super sick, and I remember having this nightmare that was like a white void with these crazy splashes of color that were very abstract and fractal. And obviously like the splashes of color that are abstract and fractal shouldn't be weird, but I had this very intense feeling of fear and anxiety and danger. And so that was like that's kind of what I mean. Like the imagery and the sounds and shit, it was like a low roar that became like this very, overwhelming noise. And the emotional sense attached to it was probably the most terrifying part. I was trying to think in English, and sometimes I don't know how to say something in Portuguese. It's very weird. No, that's real as fuck, Anna. Yeah, absolutely. Can y'all think of something, image, and immediately see it in your head? Yes, burnout. And you can like move it around and rotate it, and like look at the different shapes and stuff like that. Take it apart. Mechanisms and things in my head, a problem I'm trying to figure out. Yep, exactly. Graham says, yes, I guess it is that, because I'm very technical, but I learn in a way where I don't actually remember it. It just gets absorbed. But when I work, it just kind of shoot from the hip and it's there. Yeah, totally. You're like on vibes, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, bro. I find it interesting because I don't know what it's like to do that. I don't know what it's like to be you, right? Just like you don't know what it's like to be me. And just talking about it is like, I think that's cool. It's compelling. I mean, it seems to work. Well, yeah, I mean, you can communicate effectively as a human being with other human beings. That's kind of really all that matters. I know exactly how I learned through which took a long time to get right. Sorry. It took a long time to get right. Oh, so you mean like learning new things? Because yeah, so I think that's probably one of the tricky parts of like an education system, right? Because you obviously are going to learn differently than like us who have the inner monologue and the imagery and like the that stuff. So teaching is done in a very specific, at least in this country, in the United States, teaching is done in a very like specific way, and it's often memorization. And I'm fortunate that my memory is super fucking crazy, and like I can remember a moment, and when I remember it, it's like full imagery, the emotions I felt at the time, the words, sounds. It's almost like a dream when I have a memory. This is effective communication. I'm not in your case, turning cog. I mean, you'd be out there saying like old with an E and spelling during with 2 R's and stuff like that. You should read some books, turning cog. You need to read some more books, I should say, because I'm pretty sure you already read. Yeah, you have 3 body, right? Peanut says, inner monologue, yes. I talk to myself through everything or even situations that haven't happened in preparation for them. Yeah. Do you see pictures, Peanut? My friends get mad when I start a conversation where we left off. Slight detour for Cog roast approved. Yeah. I'm glad you liked it, Graham. And turning cog, I'm just messing with you, right? I'm just giving you some shit, bro. It's just banter. Yeah, I think this is all like very interesting. Like, what is the human mind? How does this shit even work? None of us know. Everyone's different. Okay, so just sort of a pivot. Continue, guys. So apparently, the former Mass Effect, Dragon Age, and Long Dark devs formed a studio called Studio Reset. So new indie studio in Canada. Reset is not necessarily a great name. Ugh. As spotted by game developer Studio Reset is currently working on a neo-noir supernatural mystery game set in a stylized Canadian cityscape. Wix's thoughts are in beta phase. Not visuals, but emotional responses for situations that may not even happen. Yeah. Okay. So you have the words and the emotions. Interesting. Burnout says, yeah, how do I even know y'all really even experience reality? That's what I'm saying, Burnout.
Don't start going down that rabbit hole. That one will really fuck you up.
I love that rabbit hole.
What's that concept of like understanding that everybody experiences the same existence, like the same way that you do? There's like a whole term for it. I can't remember right now, but
is it like the realization that people don't experience the same reality?
Yeah, and it's definitely like a word that's kind of like ennui, but like is a different word, of course. But it's like something about how like you come to the realization that like everybody around you is living just as complex of a life as you are, and like a lot of people don't think about that a lot of the time. There's a very specific word for it. I just can't think of it.
Yep, I'm with you on that, and it's eluding me. Chat, if you've got it, throw that word out there.
Yep.
Studio Reset is kind of on the nose. Yeah, it very much is. How do I know the color yellow to you isn't blue to me? That is a very fucking awesome thought, Graham. And I've been thinking about this shit for decades.
That one I think is pretty I used to get really fucked up on that one, and I've come around to the idea that that one is all about like relativity and
Yeah, there's a
everybody has like a
measurable.
baseline. Like your yellow and my yellow don't have to be the same. We just agree like that is yellow,
Yes.
and like that allows us to like have a common understanding, and it doesn't really matter beyond that to some extent. And like even if we didn't see them the same, like there's an understanding that like the relationships between the colors and stuff like always works the same for everybody because of physics and stuff. So like that one has helped me come to terms with that, I guess. I don't know if that helps anybody else, but like I don't know. I used to think about that one a lot, and I've come around on maybe it doesn't matter.
Anna got you. Sonder is the realization that every person
Sonder,
you encounter
thank
has a life
you.
vivid and as complex as your own.
Thank you. That is it.
I think a lot of people don't necessarily have that realization. I've met some people who don't know. Like, you guys might see that shit on social media where people are like, I'm the main character. Yeah, everybody fucking thinks they're the main character when they're 8 years old. So even if they are different, we've just agreed. Yeah, exactly, Graham.
Exactly.
I have a what dreams actually are theory that is kind of out there for some. Go after it, Peanut. Let's get in there. This is a fun conversation. When people say blue is a cool color and red is a warm color, some people might see blue fire, but say it's orange or red and warm. Yeah, exactly, Adder.
Yeah, but I think when they're talking about like cool and warm colors in that case, no, never mind. I was gonna say it's just about like wavelengths, but it's actually backwards if you're talking about wavelengths. So
you're talking about like amplitude of the wavelength being like
yeah, like if anything, the lower spectrum colors like red are probably not as hot as the ones that are on the higher end because they have a lot more energy. So
yep. Yeah. Electromagnetic radiation. Burnout, where are you? When people say, oh, never mind, I read that. I love the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows by John Caning. Interesting. What this, Anna? Anime said Burnout is in his DMs bullying him about Drake. You guys are funny.
Good job.
He's like, yeah, time me out here, bitch. Color temperature spoken like a true artist. Yeah, exactly. Color temperature really matters, Graham. That's where the research behind color and its relation to sight come into play. The wavelengths of color and how eyes organically function is translating that energy. Yeah, that's why we can agree. I guess unless you're colorblind, right? He talks about words in different languages that have deep meaning. Yeah, Anna, I find that fascinating. There are limitations to languages, and a lot of those are rooted in grammatical structure and whether a language is symbolic or, I guess, it's like figurative or literal. These are bad words for it. But the crazy thing to me is that language can shape it. It absolutely shapes the way you think. And learning more languages makes you able to think in different ways. It's like reading books, you know? Graham says, Adder, was this a post-smoke research venture? Because this is the kind of white paper shit I would look up after smoking. Fernway? Fairway. Oh, Fervey. The homesick of places you don't know. Oh, dude, that's so real. So I actually kind of feel that about Japan. Because I just loved being there. I felt like I was home when I was there.
I feel like that's got to be like a liminal space, like adjacent type thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in a car with 4 other artists over a lunch break, hotboxing a shitbox Corolla in San Diego, all overworked, rambling about shit. I made some claims that we started Googling. Nice, Adder. Peanut says, I believe in other dimensions or multiverse, if you will. Your dreams are actually you tapping into your other self's consciousness. That's why you get deja vu or have dreams where you have deep emotions. If you have a dream where you fall and wake up when you hit the ground, that is because the version of you died in that dimension. I like that. That's fun.
So is there just versions of people that like can fly and stuff then? I guess if there's infinite dimensions, then
Yeah, of
anything's
course.
possible, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I watched that Rick and Morty.
Yep. Okay.
Graham likes Adder's story missing lunch hot boxes. But now I can
Okay.
just have what's that?
No, go ahead.
Adder was saying, but now I can just have the water pipe on my desk, so that's also cool. Peanut says correct. Nice.
Adder's comment made me think of Scary Movie 6 popcorn bucket. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. This is like a new thing?
It's a bong.
Like you can buy this like at a movie theater?
I think so. Yeah. I think it's like a functional popcorn bucket.
I see the Scream one. Oh, I bet you this is like Google being like, you don't want to look at that. This is drug paraphernalia.
No, it's just like a straight up like clear glass bong. That's huge.
That's pretty fucking funny. Oh, I see it now. Yep.
I'm gonna not put it on screen, but you guys can go look it up.
Yeah, don't do that. Graham says I miss smoking. Burnout says start vaping. Neighbors are snitches.
Just like not
yes,
smoke
dude.
if you don't smoke. Probably that'd be good.
Yes, dude. Yeah, neighbors are snitches. Be careful, Graham. You know, don't catch a case. Turning Cock says, Peanut, I have recurring dreams where whole histories and like failed marriages, so I'll agree with that. Yeah. My dreams are kind of like a weird DMT adventure as well. Used to always have the same dream 3 times every time it continued to advance. Yep. I got the same shit, boys. Wait, why is it the Deep's popcorn bucket? Not when both neighbors got the same plug. Yes, dude. That's right, Adder. AAA, I'm sorry. Colorblind people, I literally don't see that particular mix of wavelengths. It's just blue. You might see turquoise. Yep. Both neighbors got the same plug. That's fucking funny. Yeah, Graham, I don't know what your like situation is like because you're not in the United States, right? And even in the US, it's weird because like some states, certain things are okay, and in some states, certain things are not okay. I guess the company's doing a run of the Deep's popcorn bucket from the current season of The Boys. It was a joke from the show. Oh, okay, my bad. I missed it, bro. I did, Adder. I really liked when you were like, the Deep is the unironically the most interesting character in The Boys, and I totally agree. I'm ground floor in an old, internally well-ventilated apartment. Every neighbor had a good night's sleep. Damn, bro. It was civic duty, if anything. Yes. You okay, typical burnout? Is this conversation losing you, bro? The Deep is the best performance in the entire show. Yep, exactly, burnout. You missed Adder. Oh, sorry. I should say typical. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's why he's not like this thing. I told you that there's a burnout. There's burnout for real, and there's typical burnt out. Oh, so burnout. We figured out earlier today in chat that typical burnt out and Vib Ver are both Indian in the same region, which is NCR.
No, that's where they work.
The National Capital Region is a planned metropolitan area surrounding Delhi, encompassing parts of Haryana. So yeah, it's like an area of India. Yeah, I guess you're right. They both work in that area. Absolutely. Homelander's amazing. Yeah, I agree. I really like Homelander. Deep is so good. I mean, the Deep is like a more complex character, but like, man, the Deep makes me so uncomfortable. 2 a.m. A coworker called saying he lost everything. Oh no. Oh no, bro. Typical. You're fucked, dude. You're gonna have such a long night. Do California Republic, do chems fight a bear? No, that's crazy. Tony, that's fucked up, bro. Just clone a new copy from Git. Oh no, typical. Dude, I'm so sorry, bro. Man, chat, y'all are really fucking going through it today. Sushi got bad news. Typical thought he was gonna have a chill time, and now he's fucking crashing out. Oh man. Let's get a fucking group hug, boys and girls, fellers and fellettes. I love that the deep comes across as the weakest character writing, but it's actually the opposite. Yes, exactly, Adder. Source control is pretty awesome. Here, I'm gonna give you guys a big hug. There you go, guys. We'll just hug it out. Your internal monologue is deaf and mute. Damn, bro. It doesn't even listen to you. It's been a day of revelations. I thought it was blind and mute, right? No, don't be. I don't care. Front end guy lost his work. Fuck him. Nobody cares. Nice, dude. Tell him. Chat, he is touching us. Yes. Hugs back. Thank you, Anna. It's been a real day of revelations. Hold on. I got you, Peanut. First 4 hours of summer break, I'm about to put your kids up for adoption. Nice, dude. First 4 hours and Peanut's not making it. What do you mean, chat? For the first time? Why are you touching my back? I was giving you a hug, bro. Yes, burnout. Send him to military school, Peanut. Peanut, do you have more than two? I kind of remember the two. You know, I'm not trying to dox you or anything. I kind of remember the two, and they have interesting names, right? I don't know if you wanted to share. You don't have to. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. You're totally cool if you don't want to share any of that information. 2 peanuts? Yeah, exactly. Anakin and Ahsoka. There you go. Those are his kids' names. By the end of summer, you might be a monster. I mean, yeah.
Anna selling her niece. Nice.
Wait, your niece gave you lice last week? Fuck. Oh, no. Oh, teen angst. So good. I mean, hey, Anna, some of us never leave that phase. I wear my black sweater on the inside. Dude, Leonidas is a sick name. Do they just call him Leo?
Yeah, definitely. But he knows he's named after Gerard Butler in a really cool movie.
not the King of Sparta, Gerard Butler.
Their other son's name is Alexander, and then I want to say they just had a third one that's going to be like Maximus or something like that.
Typical, are you doxing yourself right now? Is that a word I can say safely on twitch.television or u.tube or whatever the fuck? I have an 11 and a 4-year-old. The age range is exhausting. Holy shit, dude, I bet. Wildly different problems constantly. Adder, imagine being named after the greatest mid-tier action actor of all time. Fuck, dude. Dude, that is shots fired right
Imagine being the kid though, and your parents sit you down one day and show you 300 and go, "You're named after that guy." You'd just be like, "Fuck yes!"
Yeah. This is Sparta.
Yeah. Oh man.
Anna says she's an anime cosplayer, depressed teen. Lucky for her, I love her. That's very nice of you, Anna. Yeah, you really need, like, as you know, when we're all in that phase, you really need the support and the unconditional love, but you don't fucking want it and you hate everybody. Nobody cares is the best part of being with unknowns. No fear of being judged. Oh yeah, you're good. Is it Kastub? Or Kostub? Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Rear front kicking everyone you can? I don't follow Turning Cog. Burnout says, I just got 2 cats and named them Buster and Megawatt. They literally just got back from their ball snip appointment today. Oh, poor little guys. They'll get over it. Typical says, y'all don't get smacked as a kid. I mean, depends on your age, I guess, and where you grew up. Yo, that's fucking very mature, Burnout. He said he got spanked as a kid, but he definitely deserved it every time. Yo, Peanut, that's fucking great. Shave her head for giving you lice that will help her emo phase. Turning Cog, you got some very creative spelling here. Phonetic Sinead. It's, I think, SINNADE or EAD. It's the second one. Kostub. Okay, cool. Nice, man. Thank you. See, being an Indian, I got beaten up by anything and everything available on this planet by my mom. Like a shoe, whatever's like close by, right? If there was nothing to smack you with, it was a shoe, right? Her mother's going crazy and almost there, Peanut. I'm not looking up spelling because the moment is gone by the time I figure it out. Ah, you're good, bro. Wait, what was rear front kicking everyone you can? What does that mean? What were you trying to say with that?
That like Leonidas in 300.
But what's the rear part that I'm not understanding?
I don't know, but I assumed that's what he was talking about. So
no, I think you're onto it. Yeah, I think you're onto it. The Sparta kick is actually called a rear front kick. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Interesting. Oh, because it's like from the rear foot and it's a front kick. I got you.
Okay. There you
go. Dude, wiper, hanger, water hose, dog food bowl, throwing you. What's a throwing utensil? Throwing toothpaste tubes. Oh, utensils like a spoon or a fork or some shit like that. Yeah, I got you. A toothpaste tube, dude. I bet you could get a good fucking whipper out of that. Like put the cap on, hold the bottom end where it's all floppy, and just whack.
All right. Well, it's almost an hour past. Probably wrap her up here.
We're talking about terrible things.
About things to get beaten with at this point.
Throwing utensils sounds like a dope spoof weapon for a zombie game. Yeah, exactly. Sharpened spoons and shit. Pans, earthen pots, you name it. I've achieved it. Damn, bro. Typical. You have a positive attitude despite all of the beatings you've taken, bro. I appreciate it. I hope you hang in there, man. I think we're gonna wrap up, y'all. I hear rumblings in my kitchen, so yeah. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. Love the conversation today. You guys are fucking great. Oculus is still here. Thank you, Oculus. Were you just along for the ride? Like, what the fuck are they talking about, bro? Yeah, take it easy, Adder. Brightside, are you playing more fucking Swimmy Boy, whatever? Yeah, take it easy, Peanut. Thanks for coming through and chatting with us. Yeah, take it. Yeah, of course, Anna. Thank you so much for the subs and coming through. Whipping my agents into shape while I prep for the gym. Nice, dude. Yeah, get them reps in. Yeah, catch you later, Graham. Claude Code, do my bidding. Yeah, in the I don't have the voice changer thing, but yeah, do my bidding. My mother was a wooden spoon wielder. Yes, absolutely. Turning Cog. I got the dad's fraternity paddle. That's what I got.
Oh, geez.
Yep. With the fucking, like, you know, the Delta and all that shit on it, the hard edges on it. That thing was brutal. Hope you enjoy some sunshine this weekend, King. Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, it's the beat off night. I'm sorry, Brightside. Yeah, I'll come through. I haven't been through a beat off in a while, so I'll go check it out. If you guys don't know, Brightside Movement is also a streamer. He does a music production challenge. If you are inclined, it's very, very interesting. He'll be live here in a little bit, probably about an hour and a half or so. But check him out. Let me do a shout out for you. Bright. Wait, what the fuck did I do? There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, if you guys, go check him out. He's got some very cool stuff. Itching for more Subnautica though, dude. Can you like? I know this is probably wacky, but you might be able to do a Subnautica themed thing. Get some tipper going. Dad didn't need anything. His hands were powerful. Jesus, typical, bro. You were making me so sad. I want to hug you again. Yeah, I think he is. Adder, did you catch him at all yesterday when he was streaming it? It was fucking funny. It was a good time. Typical Brightside wackiness. I enjoyed it. No boat combat. All right, gang. What Josh banned me for Drake's new album sounds like he actually wrote it. Oh shit, dude. Let's go get him. All right, y'all. Sad. It's a part of childhood. Well, I just mean like, I don't want you to feel pain, bro. You know. Okay. I think we wrap it up there. Everyone have a great weekend. Go read some books. Get some sunshine in there. So touch some grass. We all sit in front of screens too much. So yeah. I think that's all I got. Tony, you got any closing thoughts? Thank you, Ada, for helping with the lighting.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
All right, later, y'all. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.